Good afternoon, ladies and gentlemen. Good afternoon, viewers. This is Ibrahim Atunko Marina here on you today, Monday, the 28th of September 2020. Assalamu alaikum badi lamoir lalu anin jiber lalu. Alneng albadi malam Ibrahim Atunko Marina. UDP online bantaba bi Natalie Jang Nintenang September Karo 28 2020. Mbal be bismillah na program o kono ngajele dol ka fo breaking but ngamera secular music lom fang be breaking moy kan but confirm that with me ko and we are good to go. Mbal konton na nyintene la ko nga fale nyame ka fale bismillah indalta na la le nyame every Monday ñu watin na nasita pour ka ñoo konto dia kibaro la me yalon ko akabale UDP online bantabale jang bamba mas nyantan join na later on in the show mbe mo dantal fanal natila brikama ke nyininka politico Kenya la brikama West Coast region brikama mbe alonko Gambia politico kono ni kumu brikama mu Gambia bata kumuleti nanata politico la nin kujama so mbe fondinke kilim fulanati la jembe nyinin kala ay la reaction la menketa comme mbebo beta kala manyin draft constitution me yalon député li bangato saying ni kumu nyantatala single majority le so single majority italajiko we munenati comme UDP to so bal bismillah Bafulali welcome to the UDP online bantaba. Badi mbal konton na mbay afulali ko mbe diamula draft constitution on na demanding animfana coming Adama Barrow ferol mel babulu ferol mel yalonko alafta wolle ferol tala kalloy kan katenti wo ferol kan pour ka Gambia kunami o benjum kono ko ngalon drafo ne kumu Adama Barrow le draft constitution atele anati because atele sita alafta ka farindir ke ya jamela constitution la même 1997 constitution not me ya lonko asikeno todia batinu Adama ni ayatara mo memu awasata ay koma jibe ay sababu jibe ay Gambia jibe adon aye kalimen na wolon kaje ko Gambia ta nyato ka tiling ka tonya sabatindi ka luwa bunya anin kukotan bari mbe men folo folalie mbe alamansa talla Daniela B nte naltel mumela be mba folalie alama ala kanan ndodolke fisir walleti ndewul fanal nga mel soto animina mel soto la alama mansa talla en dema ala kanan ndewul ke fisir wallewti alama ala e dilibondim bala mel ya lonko ibe koma felela ibe nyinya lonnola adi be kala multi fanal melbe nyinya jola because nyinya ate jomu nyinya sayoleti ni moliye nyinya inyante jole la nyinya la mol manyane nyinya la yamuru yo molta ye busa ila nyinya nyinna wotombe ala dani lantel mel bebe program o nyin jibe kan okay nene I think I will do this memo be danila alama mbe ala danila alama ala entel mumela be alama ala embeke nyinya jolati. It is very good to be grateful. It is very, very, very good to be grateful. There is nothing better than being grateful. Nimoli nyo ye kunyimake inyanta ye jo bara nyimala. Yeah. So mbe diamula jang menna wala mu a little bit about the draft constitution. Me yalong Adama e men fo Gambia dingule wala mu minale sanji sabo kono a constitution nga falindiri ke constitution la me yalong ko abinale banku dingule sina isi campaign wala isi nta si boje nga molu bulay election o ke constitution o si banko nyimara sain Adama nata biring Adama nata ayanya lo sanji lulo le kan bari nalial hakiloto alkakumol moy soko Adama la recent audio do bije abe in circulation Adama e kumal photo wo nyanta tandila Gambia dingul lale ko biring Adama sita drong mansayala ay ferol leddeda wo ferolu Adama mantar hani sanji lulo fang doma the constitutional requirement of 5 years Adama mantara o noma Adama be munen noma wala ma si Gambia sanji tang anil lul wala si Gambia indefinitely comme yaya jamme yake nyame okay bari dunia Adama dingu itani la plano le kana bari itala o plano me na kana mol kan fo plano abe bondila le bang fo plano te bondila ngino mo kuti mo nyanta mellonna Ibrahima ba ngamira na background o Kenya lo na bun kono be nyamen nemu because ninga if I pull the curtain lampo membe banta wala mina bar bun kono light o be na bun dinkiramento ngamira wala akiten as time goes by it will be more clear. Yeah, it is going to be more clear. Yeah, Adama Barrow ni nata gibe ateni multiple intentions le nata and I laftaka Gambia rule for many years. Albeo lonno la nyadile ngamira nyin constitutional nyinom adama la brain child. Anyanta nyine protect la ay nyin nati interforce nyin kamala molsi nyin constitutional samba to the ordinary citizens is a decide ka jako ite lafta nyin constitutional nati la le bang fo man lafi nyin constitutional nati la ni banku dengul ya decide ko nyin constitutional ite man la fala mba jalale ko woto president ya la katakuol kele pour ka jako new constitutional e na interforce bari banku dengul wolle balanta bari nyaya jele bringing draft constitutional nyin bring a fota ala kuol fota president fangla molu wolle keta mo fololti melia long yenyin draft constitutional nyin ya criticize adi telkat tintin karo men kan wala mu nyinti ko adama la nyin current 5 years nyin that is going to be counted he be kontilale for his 10-year term if he is to win the 2021 election. But saying ni ayatara adama Barrow mu moti meya long ake mira amang hadume a contenta ay Gambia leje ada lafta fana ka nyinya jo ka Gambia dingulu jo ye lonya menkaye anyanta menkela ni ayatara te ko the draft constitution on yate discriminately based on his current 5 years. That means ko nala nyim 5 years will be kontila je if he still needs to win the elections in 2021 2026 abe 15 years less safla adu ngamira nyim constitutional ala bumba fang ala kumaya wala mu nyinti ko pour president term limité tara president la maralola nyin kamala o ka banko mako ele ala banko mako yo kake muneti aka prevent le pour president I see si o me yalon ka be landa tambilale because mo na meta place auto baka e slow dunje tinyari wo tinyara ka kenole because o katara la e loophole sol belong ay ferol long abe tinyaro kenola damen wala tina net term limit nati term limit o ka etande president wala le ko e betara la janne hana tare in itasi election o winno beyond your term bari betara la janne be sangi tande ke la jang ita tambino la sangi tanna o katina la marika fankantano aka kodol avoid membe kela tinyaroti because akalon ne ko na e tinyaro ke sangi tang ay men tinya ala tinyaro nyin abinale adi ba konti bola o tinyaro la bari mbe al murundila dula doto mem munyenti ko biriya jamenata I commission of inquiry algali commission aya set up for Jawara and Jawara's government biraya law kedo sotota ako alnyanyi commission o menje abelori ngaka for radiolto memmu algali commission ti ako ni yaya jamme bota mansayala commission o be lola jang commission o me ya lonko abe jibela television o leto keba dole mo wala nyun ko mof ako Jawara ya jamme commission o mel londi Jawara a commission o akal kamo radio leto radio ba kibaro nyin dantela badni ya jamme bota power ya jamme la commission o akate danna radio to ba television o le ba funtindila Adama Barrow la commission television ol be keri ne Gambia media houses ol be keri ne media lonko you know I mean they are linked with Facebook and other stuff but Adama Barrow la commission is going to be more severe than Yaya Jammeh and Jawara ta combined because Adama 3 years 7 months I always have power follow Adama audio mem funtindi Adama ko atele deputy ol base sponsor that was 2-3 months into his presidency Adama la president ya effective ta 22nd of January 2017 if I can fully remember February March April National Assembly deputy ol nata ni Adama e kodo soto adama le o député wol beta yebe finance ka o député wol be dépasse kamuru koteke akatele wala pulling agent wol fanal be dépasse atele muruta koteke councilol nin chairmanolu atele wol fanal la kol be dépasse say adama yo kodo bondi min tole within that short period of time wala tinankale ko adama tenata semboto drong moli ya kuru mol nata ya itandala ko ita si Gambia maranole beyond 5 10 15 years ita si tarano janne fang indefinitely komi ya jamme nyoli yake nyamen jawara fa nyoli yake nyamen ita tarano nyim banko kanne waya tara time limit nyin ibe time limit nyi baburu kalale commission on nyin aya set up le just for the sake of setting it up but sign itale mol nati ye mol appoint ye loyal appoint ye kalindi eko al constitution kuto nati Gambia o loyal nata ye 2 to 3 years ke pour ka constitution o nyin ka nati ye banku dingul bebeng ye la opinions nyin kay la mirol mu melti ye fo jama bije isafeta even though ngalon ko a better safenola because bukolom it only have to carry sensible aspect of me yalon ka si Gambia marano a better safenola but then ya Gambia dingulu nsafule ye bele beng both within Gambia and the diaspora inata yo effort beke resources used taje me yalon ka tata kanyang 116 million bari adama yo robisle because bringing commissioner bringing draft constitution afuntita atela mol kamemfo wala mu adama discriminate tale bari ni adama wasata alafta a legacy sort of Gambia adama nyanta la o sanji lulo me akoya discriminate ala adama nyanta fula ko nyin sanji lulo ningine batina banku dingul be jiki bali alantela ningine batina bankol dingul la effort be kele zero ti ningine batina nafulo men spenta nyin draft constitution o kono abe kala zero ti woto nte wakili banna o sanji lulo men wala mu the issue at hand wala ka discourse wala the point me yalon ko nsafo ko wala atna nyin draft constitution on nyin a reject in the National Assembly adama ya foko woto ntela nyin sanji lulo Gambia kama my law for country nyin sanji lulo woto ya ke fenti me yalon ka be kontilanna 10-year term le kono because he doesn't even know that whether he's going to win the 2021 election or not. And I am optimistic. I am sure. I am certain by the willing power of the Almighty God, Adam at the 2021 election will win Nola. Because already now he has shot himself in the foot. Attending whosoever advised him to say alinga campaign, alinga balang, kaja konyin draft constitution onyin, akana pass in the National Assembly. Momo ya advice wala ngalone ko biri nyin draft constitution regret ya reject adama ya lon ko sign 1997 constitution Gambian dingul bitaka wala me ya lon ko single majority long adama ya regret le ko mem ayakele ate kenola kebali sign ye fantale ye fambung isimto sign Gambia dingul bita single majority lela adu adama man popularity soto Gambia me yatina be election o winola by single majority amao darija soto Gambia bi komen bebe Gambia mo be alone adama doesn't have that support for an election or win Gambia by a single majority ni ayatara ndata 50 plus lela nsafoko election on second round be soto la jele mol si konaif no kudol si keno barente amira ko nyin single majority fang nyinom Gambia la kairoti because mo jamfantum nate be jamfa dedala memba ngaybe la te bukaoje memba tinyala bukaje akala jamfa kele na yala jamfa ke already ala jamfa nyin nabula ta jamfa nyin na problem o kono wotumo lo ma kalon ko yara fante menke nte mfande bula problem o kono jamfa kolon ni basi na kanyang ni adinkandi itala ka bula je adu nita bon bula ta je mo buketa funtinde so mbe o situation ola kono sign ngaje adama ko abe TRRC londila pour wasikala legacy fana konoti abe jane commission londila jane commission natale jane commission na white paper commission members ye doku oke ye doku kendeke ye doku wolke ye yaya jammela kuruyal wanyar kuruyal melialonko they were unbelievable ka foko that magnitude of damage ketan na bankola nafulola wo dol ketamole surprised ye could reveal melialonko they were surprised to many so that means ko nga melta doku wala banku din kendo la moyti adi yela doku o kele comme banku din li sasi menna yo doku o kele adi la doku yin keta anyanta kela nyamen yake yela report o ta ya submit adamaya but did he act upon that report? No. I report o nyim mutale adiata te nyamen ayo report o kewale nyama so saying adama birate nata nimbite mu achievement la nati Gambia ala fo ban jumalo meya lonko ya samba ya jumalo meya lonko nyin departmentol mel mumeo be bring adama nata ni saintema e ko e kari mutale ya bay corruption olela Asan Jallo fatala isa scandal men keta jenga moyle Asan Jallo le adama ya reward ay makamo diala makamo men siata bring commission bring reportol ba endait la Jana commission report nata I Jana commission report ta I put under the carpet meli yalon ko commission o e endait bi adama ni wolle ka cafe min ani wolle ka konton ani wolle ka sima TRLC be caring TRLC ma hani pare follow TRLC kaje APRC kallo e ka TRLC castigate e ka TRLC la dokula le ka ila council ila commission members ila other staff e ka TRLC ridicule adama mabulo likila kamoe APRC TRLC diate nyame ke castigate wala nyama ke ridicule wala nyama adama mabsi hani lunkiling ayabulo likila atata fonyi birata ata fonyi biring atata fonyi ay muna foje yaya jamme la koto ako yaya jamme binale nanata asisi Gambia bar president yade atekela president Gambia kotake bar adama ya tandi Gambia no la ko ala atela palaso même president city abe wala protect kam ala palaso men keta president city abe wala protect kam because bira abe diamula ama foko yaya jamme nanata jang adama ma foko ni yaya jamme nata jang loi menfo loi be wole lala kan ngamira adama nyanta wala fula Gambia dingle ko yaya jamme de nanata jang ay tiñarol meli ya 2000 because unless he is proven guilty in the court of law we assume he is still innocent even don't tell yalon ko yaya jamme ma innocent but this is law adama nyanta menfola anyanta fola le ko Gambia dingle ko biringa futata ta fonyi anyanta fola jele ko yaya jamme de commissioner le be keri me yalon ko nga commissioner nyi nga londi ala mansa kundala sanji mwanim fula maralo le kan bari nyi commissioner de ila reportol nyi le beson yaya jamme menke ni luay mella yaya jamme kan mbitani wolela bari adama mawfode adama ko ako yaya jamme de asinano Gambia janne ay ke banku demuti mote o bayinola bari yaya jamme de nanata jande presda yade ate kelawti nyim banko kan koteke ngale adama la presda ya makamo abe wala safeguard kan abe wala protect kan abe wala protect ala presda ya sirang ay wala kumayandi Gambia dingulu nioti ay wala kumayandi Gambia dingulu la welfare ti ay wala kumayandi Gambia dingulu la tanyatoti ay wala kumayandi Gambia dingulu la security ti ama foko ya jamme nanata abe commission wala face la he never said that ama fo ni ya jamme nata abe loi face la loi mella ya jamme kunna tola ya jamme bu yole tala hani ako barate be siran men kan ya jamme nen kala president di Gambia tina jang ate president yawo ye nyina wala ngamira adama ye nyina adu ne institutional law o institutional nyi teleka protect from sabotage teleka law ya tonya fo yo institutional nyi ya defend come like in English Premier League a football manager you cannot stand in an interview in front of an interviewer ye referee ta ya castigate del mel bijang ngawlo ne momo ka footballo jibe yalo ne okay ka muneke e ka heavy fine dile ye ban because mune okay football federation ne referee ñul choose based on la credibility ye tay ko ka al karim majol officiate so nita manager lota e ko be wulu ridicule e ko be castigate la ya itandila ko al telman tilling in football association ne ka problem o soto because wolle ñilita ye back ye ta ye londi ko ka al sike football o refalilti so ni Adama Barrow mu moleti me yalon ka tle TRRC londi atale ya commissions aning I mean ala councils nyola tele be kalindi itelle lanno fanata ka o lanno ta ka dila ko mollo ñilti ye experience sotole in different fields e be nyindo ko keno lale inatana yo do ko ta ya dila ngamira Adama Barrow manyanna mol jele kanalo e ka TRRC castigate ike ridicule ama hani anana man si lunkiling ayabulo chodi birako yaya jambe sinano gambiale ngamira o somo bata medule press conference command birim bata mede press conference command bata mede yemunefo wala mu yaya jamme lummenna ya singul law Gambia ay Atlanta lummenna he is going to be arrested and he is going to be tried birim bata mede nyum fo tumo menna ngafo mo jamay hani sekula programme o ngafo je ntako nko nyin Adama te mele ite mela they will soon fall out because the thing is Adama malla fi moye loi bampu loi me yalonko abati nale modobe falatela because Adama kanyim bembeke pour nyin kamala kana kasifo ya jammeto kaso me yalonko abati nale APRC molu ibe bolato ko Adama man Gambia ji Adama yala siran leje Adama man Gambia de Adama does not see Gambia. Adama does not want justice for Gambians who suffered under Yaya Jammeh. All what Adama sees is if the criminals in the regime of Yaya Jammeh can serve him for him to win, he will prefer that than giving Gambians their justice. Adama man Gambia che. Birim bata mediofo ngamira nata rambo jata moila nata akoni Yaya Jammeh nata nimen ko be balana Yaya Jammeh ti oto Gambia airport o be malala ngamira wala fota mune keta je femman kije if you establish an institution you must be the one to stand and support that to make sure they achieve their dreams but for wala be kekan Gambia ba no draft constitution o be kekan ne Adama la molu ikana yeah bamba ngejele seku kan remind fonga lon ko be onne yeah so bringing draft constitution on nata ala advisor so le datita kanyin draft constitution nyin ka criticize state house anene man press conference ke anene ma bulo likila ka wolle because atele ke push pour ka draft constitution nyin ka doyande Gambia di un nyakoto ngamira nyaaya jele sa ngil commissionol mel belota silang ali ngafo jumale be ñun la mo silano menna because jane commission tatale in the trust bin the draft constitution 116 million and all the efforts of the Gambians have gone null and void. Now the TRRC has been ridiculed many times by the APRC supporters. It's been ridiculed. Saying ni TRRC risumtanang iko ibita jumanyol leto. I think there are some elements of junglers melialon ko be wolle natila and in the SIA the defunct NIA alinga jibe bang was so the current SIS director for the commission ya kumanda bine dankunna le bang fatine dankunna because that man wo bota kujamale kalama Gambia ada kujamale fana dun di nyokono that's so ay kujamale dun nyokono abota kujamale fana kalama adunte memmoyi from inside sources wolom nyinti ko A lot of this nonsense going on within Barrow's government, ECOSO is behind it. That DG saw from an inside sources. In fact, Namemwe, Biri mai fati bay, ikatele ko, let them ye mai bay, ikwa ye mai bay, abafola, mobe loringe, me yanyin kumofonye. Ikako ye mai bay, akonyili malong, we are going to teach them lesson. Ikaye wonderful. For so nyantata la mansa kunda kono le bang, natra mansa kunda tilindi uleti. For mamburin jal nyantata la mansa kunda kono le bang, natra mansa kunda tilindi uleti. And scores of other people. For nyantata la mansa kunda le bang, if Adam was truly there, or if he is truly there, to make soko, ay banko diun lal nyanto, ay banko la tanyato, ay kuruya kele banko kay tiling sabat in the banko kan. For so nyantata la SIS le bang B as the DG. Bari Bamba fell into another program moto. Isi Bamba bisim la Kadim Rasulullah. Welcome to Bantaba.
Tungo ibalowe kandirenne. Wa alayka assalam wa rahmatullah. Ibrahim, kamera sa yenke regular visitority, regular guest leti on your programs. Nge moy men kajaka wala mo President Barrow's refusal or unwillingness proka former President Jammeh hold to account. Well, what that should not be a surprise. Womanya na moja halila, amanya na mo surprise la. President Barrow is already in contract with APRC. Bimu tene lungoleti. Ntesi parenga al-Qur'ano taki nga salijiomuta. Ko President Barrow atele contributor to the refurbishment of the APRC bureau. Nse salijiomuta nga al-Qur'ano taki ko President Adama Barrow aka subventiono di APRC lale. In fact, motokutol le babulu very soon abe distribute la to APRC. Arial tunko Gambia nte Gambia non loko kambala fale fang. Because nying MP many alonko these 23 MPs. Many alonko be voted against the constitution. They did it on the background of getting subvention from President Barrow. The amount I will determine this evening. Ibe killing na amount of mensoto. But what I can confirm is each of them have got a compound. Dalon tungonteka investigation oke back. And I feel so disappointed, so disgusted that some people that I trust can stoop so low to that level, throwing away 116 million just because you are greedy. I am not in the mood to trust anybody anymore. Because Tunko, some of these MPs, I particularly participated in their campaigns. Yeah, and don't buka jeki doronga mo fenke because of mole kakumo forma. No, I don't. That's not my style. But Tunko, I feel dejected and disgusted, angry for that matter, that these people, after doing what they did, ye men claim ko itoli akele genuinely, yet they accepted compounds from President Barrow in exchange for their support. President Barrow President Barrow is behind everything. APRC la koku ikake President Barrow is behind it. President Barrow tada foni kavo Yaya Jammeh can come as a private citizen. That is between President Barrow and Yaya Jammeh. Woman can do business. Naya no, let him give Yaya Jammeh an amnesty, blanket amnesty. Yaya Jammeh is on the international wanted list. How will he come to Gambia? APRC, I like them as a party, individually. But Yaya Jammeh is a person that we all know is evil, wicked, inhuman, brutal, stupid kafir. Mtelengafo. Yaya Jammeh tilimbali amenke Gambia no la kafa ay Gambia be doku hana ay Gambia be ke sanoleti. Human life is more important than anything. Human dignity is more important than anything. Kamola almanu mutake arrest on no grounds. Kamola kebal mutake sene on no grounds. You said I'm a very developmental guy. That's why I'm supporting him. You are a devil like he is. Nte hana atra usenu dabo manol leke Gambia men yalon ko sanolu mafo betengode sana mano sano in every town and village. The moment he started brutalizing Gambians, I am not going to be with him. Gambian human dignity is more important to me than all the development you can think of. Wala nanteni molla miralol mankili. Maybe I might be stupid to some people, but I value humanity. I value the human being. The human being is more important to me than anything. Hadamadiwala nyanto anila survival, anila taramkunya, anila jati kendea is what makes a nation. Sa banko me motije is not a nation. It's an empty land. Mune Sahara Desert jeda kita fansun country. Nena mo the Republic of Sahara Desert. Because of molle tije. Hadama diwlu nyanta bunyala, hadama diwlu nyanta lu soto kam bunya. Ni aje ko dolbe kering Gambia banko kan, tilimbali albe kering Gambia banko kan is because Adama Barrow le ya sanction. Adama Barrow sign mabuka fenfe mira. His presidency is more important to him than anything. It's more important to him than anything. And tunko, President Adama Barrow te falinna. Nimmen kamira ko President Adama Barrow nati ta karte fayola. Stop dreaming and wake up from your slumber sleep. Nim President Adama Barrow bita karte fayola le aba sunyala because President Adama Barrow yalon ko UDP data fitina kudo. Ayolonne. He is underrating us. And unless ngalonga ita the President Adama Barrow lantolo, we would be ready to die to defend the constitution of the Gambia. 2021 would be the biggest blow for UDP. Moluka miran katra fiala, bari mantra fiala. Because Adam
ngamira bamba freesta nkaya bamba freesta
and everything ikatala mulu tema in the name of Adama Barrow instead of the government of the Gambia. Of course Adama Barrow is the president, we all know. But tunko na banko kata nyame UDP nyanta bola derinne. Ama me fongoto Gambia talent promotion la reporter dobe base. Police ya arrest. Ima arrest ko kula just because akabula nyi mol no mabelu kata kodo tala. Ika 3,000 di mol la kordala puruka o cover. Ya arrest wada mal. What crime has he committed? Nyanta wato sita le puru UDP leadership kuma tonya ne dingo for IGP Mamur Job, he is a criminal. Kaitandala control, we are not going to tolerate your nonsense anymore. Because journalists should have their independence in our country. Journalists should be free to broadcast whatever happens in the Gambia. Adama Barrow fa atialo nako ni journalists will wolle atina information will me afa ko wala watili tambita ndoluka JRTS lamoy. How comes Adama change chameleon type all of a sudden? Tunko, the same Adama is stopping the freedom of speech. And UDP leadership is quiet. I don't like that style. UDP has the majority. But nkana tara jikirin na majority la ngol meni ya long control so wala kafunom famba ni olu threaten menketa ya jamela time wol be kala mo bebe sawonna ya jamela. And these people are ready to do that. Unless UDP stands their ground. Ila ani al kakara fote ko mga nyine fo ya jamela time ay nyine ke molla jam my friend ya jamme mam molla mol sene jay mol berkilo lipa jam tousma boje al kaka nte kam this is what I hate ngala fi kam moy gamelo ka fo nyinte keno la jam. We have seen it before. What makes you think that it cannot happen again? The same paramilitaries are there, the same junglers are there, the same people are there. Many yake okili ule bije ye many ye mol fa ye bulale ye frindi mbenya bala they are walking the street nyumale ya fo ka te keno la. Sometimes Alfana Gambia mol batata dia molale tunko. How many years have you been talking? Sanji jelibe wurla. Because you are free. Banko men ka motine no ma e jolo bulela e jolo ko ka slave bulan fenke nyame. Moto keletela. That's what happened in our country. So government, it's high time they open their eyes and see. There are more time more tambitale. Mafoko mole finti in the streets without permit. No. I'm a Democrat. But I hate dictatorship. And dictatorship wole be dunkan na Gambia. Aliya along, alma along, wole ba kungu choman kan Gambia. President men ka molu telling. President men ka kuma nimbalo fo mole. Kalo ka fo mole ko ana fo na finance minister in the ko ni hakalan silo is with his head. Either hakalan silo idoku or ate kungoiti. Ngami tungo Gambia alka tawle yalla wala nanda batata diamola Gambian kam fal alka tawle alinyabe adamala tone of language has changed. His behavior would change with his tone of language. Yaya jamme keta tenne yaya jamme le diamono mo beti wotuma molbe ka fana ko sana sabali le dangerous ta yaya jamme. History is repeating itself. Gambia alibe nyabe lere nani nyabala adama barola hakalan diamo ngala moyle with my ngala moyle very keen dam malet yella ronka ngala moy very attentively. Adama akadiamu not as a president. Adama kadiamu like God.
Yeah.
We have to be very, very careful. Adama Barrow kadiamu kodi Adama we voted for to become president of the Gambia. Adama talks like God. Well, finance minister nabi jok lankay ko ni hakalan silo ni kumole be takiring. Hakalan silo is a project of the Gambia government, not NPP. NPP is a political party. Yes, their party leader happens to be the president of the Gambia. Yes, I agree. And some of the agendas of NPP would be implemented by government, I know. But why would the police aid and abet national puntum panta? NPP TV, ikata mola dokula Gambia civil servants will noma ike into. That is a violation of our constitution. Civil servants are not supposed to be engaged in politics. Why is nobody talking about it?
That is very wrong. Barrow media empowerment.
So, but Adama Barrow is repeating the same thing. Ameta nyaunya mankamakunda kunkoto albe civil servants will jela jendo. You people are joking.
But ya kunko kay basele foma moy. Ya kunko men kay basele foma moy bang.
Mambala wala mambala ya kunko kay basele. Yalo basele kunko mambara bake ko mankamakunda wala. Ngawla foy.
2020 ya kunko kay jele. Yalong that is still the repeat of the past. So if you are fighting against someone, if coming manin kol ka fu me ko tababule ta fangla fule obe faring. I mean ya jamela style of governance. It is more or less the same style of governance. Nkanyatili wala baribamba community sonala, we are not going to accept it. We will resist to the last level. Mbembana le fonga la bankoto. But ne adama la diamu kang moy, adama ka diamu sifa mem fanke ni amoy, ikalo na ko nyaton ko buka diamu banko kanteng. Ko nyaton ko, you have a lot more to say rather than kamol telling, kanyim peti diamol ken this childish words. It have more telling kang, kuma kalantang for me yalong kanim banko la doko manta no nyola. Adama ka kuma sifal fo, wol dolu, nie lamoy, anyanta hana me kijo fara, but anyante la miro siala bakele, because aka kuma fo, ntene ma kuma sifal fangol moy ya jamela. Yana kuma we because Adama atela kuoku, ntele nyineke. Komi mbeme mfokan, Adama e kodo nyimbondi mintole bamba within 3 months of his presidency, ka Gambia deputy will base ke bela fenko finance. In fact, I kumadol photo, ntel be alon ko Aisa Touré man deputy soto. Aisa Touré deputy lelon. Parliamentary election. For Majanko Samusa, NCP candidate le lotal 2017 parliamentary election.
None.
But Akai Kodo di wol belal. Akai kodo di wol belal.
Yes.
So Adama yo kodo bondi mintole April 2017 no parliamentary election oketa. Adama nata on the 22nd of January 2017 no Yaya Jammeh bota Gambia. So Adama yo kodo bon mintole. That means ko bring Adama sita president yala drong mafial natale ya hijack kai ko sai sitale nyimbanko Yaya Jammeh ya mara nyameng iba mara la wala nyama bari. Coming for I want to make you believe that Gambians are not going to accept that. It's not going to happen. Adama will face a more severe commission than Yaya Jammeh face. Nkwe keba dolom jawra la commission time or commission of inquiry algali commission pabi nyim ko ako nyim commission o membe kerin ten iba fola radio to ako commission o me ba set up la jang ako television o lebe o dantela o mo Gambia Man TV soto 1995 keba dole nyim Adama Barrow la commissioner. Adama is 3 years 7 months into power. This is September 2020. Adama is 3 years 7 months, not yet 4 years. Adama is now full tinya Gambia Banko Kang. Ne Adama la permanent secretary olje. Ye bunsi fali mel law. Ni ala advisors olje, ni ala mo kotang olje bunsi fali mel law. Adu mole nyili bedula lonne. Kilinta nyili dulal to mol ma mel dulal long. Transactional mel bekata moli be sotula in records. So Adama la commission ole be dimina Yaya Jammeh 30 Yaya Jammeh la commission ni jawala la commission be kafo nyoma ya Adama le tabe dimina bet. So about trial la be call fola but Bamba be resta so ko Adama te Gambia murundi no la bakto Yaya Jammeh de.
Tunko, these commissions are a waste of resource and money. We shouldn't even have commissions. These people should have just been prosecuted at a court of law. If they are found guilty, they get their fair share of the punishment. Commissions of inquiry is time consuming and among effective fund because commission recommendations could be implemented and it could be otherwise, like the Jane Commission. You understand? Ngatonya fonyoe Jane Commission Adama Barrow na la moli e bulo non di Jane Commission na foi pare. Ya jamela trakitolle. Ya jamela ninsolle. Ya jamela motolle. Yalon tunko kuja mala be kere ni aje tanta o mon kosino Adama simo be lorun fora kanne because ya bulo non dile already. And Adama would not want himself to be ridiculed publicly. Ni will be findita. Adama molka Adama mira nyame and intenga Adama mellong are different. I watch Adama closely more than any Gambian. Adama's every move and every step. Nteka kontila simfanya jeleta kabojang katajal. Nte mamola haji soto namanke Adama Barrow. Mamola haji soto namanke amana tunko nkoy ko be sirin kulol kan kulol men yalonko. Nte hanyile reveal right now. Mbemba tulala fokate fay watu. Adama yalong ninga fo ate fongo le babulo la kunto ayafo who told him. How did he know? Because tunko kule be caring Gambia right now, kule be tamakan Gambia kono. Very few people. Wale botakalam. Adama Barrow na la nyin kabudu. Nyunu Gambia bitre bakel. Especially these 8 members of parliament and in GDC la 2 MPs with Majanko Samisa and the other or the other nominated member. APRC MPs ntebuke mutakula. Itoluka they can laugh to the bank. That's no problem. Ntoleko imam betea. Ntoleko they are evil. Ntoleko they ye banko tinyale. So APRC members will wolu. In fact, Nini Benta salute them. Because obviously Adama has proven us wrong and proven them right. How do we correct that? Is Alinga Molu register. Ninga Molu register. Imang IEC what they came out with. Yala Tulmalong, Adama every day. Adama is an international schemer. Every day he schemes. Every day. IEC jube ba ye plano mendada. IEC alone very well call. the last presidential election, the reason why Adama came to power is because we had on-spot counting. I still Bondela. Why? Because Aliu Momar Njai yalon ko akotota la kebata la nyanta retire maybe be stimulus package le dilala like ye magistrate sol bali menna e ko do juruma bula ita si ayela ay si no ay na banko du nyokon because Aliu Momar Njai yalon ko very very well ate bata menke ya jamela marlo an old man almost nearer to death woka sonno molu kana ikanyin dunda do kafo ko ha nga on the spot counting bondi a sonta wala then he is complacent in the scheme.
Okay, mbadu nge nyinin ka nyin dulala because nyinin ka leti me yalong. I was trying to get to a colleague of mine at IEC me yalong ka bela to parachi kono. But I respond killing neke na manana respond o murundin kankota komi nying electoral bill jumale ya initiate abota mintole kana IEC lafte nyinin kala jela.
About a civil service like coming concerned Gambians initiated it.
Wala initiate ya samba to IEC.
Yeah, proposal.
Okay, it's a proposal. So what is IEC stands to it?
IEC is open to debate, is open to ideas and all the stuff.
Bamba, for me, I still believe Aliu Mamanjai will never and cannot be compromised by Adama Barrow. For me, the conviction of morality, and I will stand by that. Meta folale adumbelola waleka until and unless if I see it otherwise. But I'm still convinced that Aliu Mamanjai will not and will never be compromised by Adama Barrow. He will not. He will not. Until I believe mu wallet. Ko Aliu Mamanjai te kuna tila Adama Barrow ta dunola kuto aya nati aya impose on the Gambians. Now dankene asotole now jiko sotatole unless and until Naya proof otherwise. But in Jikita Kofang, that draft will not go anywhere because Hadamadin Sondomo be balo bala. Mo Jumale nene aje, eka ku furi unta, eka ku kendo ta, eka bondi, eka ku furi rampala seje. Yalo momo Sondomo be balo bale nya mama, ibe kendearing. Yalo noko this thing isn't going anywhere. Go nyintita dulato. It is not going to go anywhere. It's just like Abekole coming Nico dead end.
Yeah. Let me give you a task. Mbadunga dugurin dindila drong. Ila colleague member IEC.
Hello?
You can please kana anyininka what led to Male. Kana nyina wala iyanyininka wala Male, the vice chairman of the IEC. Munea ala sudden departure nying sabu. Ala term of service bantale, of course, ala contracto bantale, but munantin na ma renew wanyininka or find out. Iba folene ko by law amanya na 2 consecutive term fanankela. Ibe o fanan folene. But Aliu Momar Njai na te be assigned what killing. But Aliu Momar Njai is still there. You understand? And number kukilim fanan put this on record. It is not because of Aliu Momar Njai that our elections were not manipulated. No, Aliu Momar Njai didn't play any part. It was his deputy. Let me be on record. It was his deputy Male that stood his ground, not Aliu Momar Njai. Of course, he's the chairman. But time when Cartewulu Conti for before dawn was space make a musical play within that space. The junglers have taken over the IEC headquarters. Gambia Bay killing, Gambia Bay tear. Kebanying might give up there. Kebanying, he didn't give up. let me be on record. Janimbe mobe misquote la. Amang give up there. But Jamia accused la ko kodole mutabul. And that's why he fled to Senegal. But his deputy stood his ground that the votes that are counted would be the ones that would be broadcasted. And Aliu also stuck to that. He couldn't have done it alone. So Sai knew Sifate Aliu Mumar Njai Bala at his age. What do you think could happen? Of course, I do not doubt sincerity. I do not doubt
I will.
I banko kanule. Nte Aliu Mumar Njai le inte train in the scouts. Nakebale. Ma doubt at all. But I fear that he could be compromised. If he was nearly compromised once, why did they decide to keep him? Okay, Babatala Kebatala. Munantine man package I retire peacefully, gracefully, in honor. Yeah, I didn't know. They kept him there for the
well, nte ambila drong ilaftale as Adama would say, the transition government or transitional government coming fasting election o menkana faso election o nying coming asasi through coming ka election o nying kaje for him to
do you believe there is any transition government?
Well, I would say no, because transitional government again we hijacked.
Exactly. So let us
hijacked. But at the time, at the time of the contract code dilala, yalong Adama, kujamale keta bulu. I kodol kele wol nata nimisa. You understand I'm coming for it? I kujama ke o kujamal nata nimisa le bamba because all calling you they are playing a lot of negative impacts on him. All ya to nondile already. I call kele call meli yalong ka ma mirebe kela nyameng inata ke olenya. And I can tell you this bamba. Ya hadama dunje hadama dung ni kobe kaba kamfato tela manin kole men fo kanim bankole mwa. Ya adama jensa fwe dipite wala nyim balang ngamwe dipite wala nyilu meli alon ko ya vote no nying UDP lao dipite sarandre ngulu ikota ada maimuna sisele ya ngamme moy allegedly from a security personnel iko itada miti maimuna sisele ya fo yaram min tolo ma be damen jetondi le kotake iko itada wolto meeting la dipite wala nyilu that is where they went to meeting maimuna sisele be damen.
It doesn't matter where they went for meeting.
Yes, so what I'm trying to say here is, Adama e cool dolke, may yalonko he is living to regret them. Because jamfantum ala jero buka jamfa ala jero ka suti ale. Ate kamera ninga nyinke drong abanta woleto obstacle tenyato koteke. And I can tell you, Adama nala molu, biringin dipite ole nyi reject. Itel nataje ko 1997 constitutional because he kaw dong membeke ka celebrate wala nyinti ko usenda bote lo nola malon fonka mem foye ka fahamle itel kaw dong membeke be tantan ko sola itel yajele ko nyim draft constitutional man pass woto di 1997 constitutional e mennati wala mu nyinti ko usenda bote lo nola ya understand kamem foye nyantam understand ko adama dum naka jamfake jamfan tumbu ke jala foresight nyimbuka jamfa ala jero ka katale because ate camera ko ninga nyim kuruya ko ke don ta ganye talenta succeed tal so they do not see far ni akelemu setano kana boy nyato yaje ko yar fante nyimmen kente amira ko nyine bente kanala bari yala fante ka dum din ko la kon so imalon ko 1997 1997 constitution te usenu dabo bantambil no la pour ka law because no age limit lomu yo age limit nyim wala mu first thing ti ya men samba national assembly 1997 constitution o kono kata ka wutuje wala Fatmata Tambajan keno vice president wala Usain Dabo keno vice president anim fana ital ka dabo la conviction o memfo wo kamuntale ko dom bi nieta bamba mas tumi fenna ye church inataje ko tumo nyin yarfa it's like as if you have never been even convicted komi ya kumbala case ye legal time me use je ya kumba yo kartan nin kilim o wani ya membesi suo kono biri loi e kit yoke loi nata itandile ko at it means ko komi ya kumba fama ene manhana expel komi abe siri national assembly le akana jele every sitting so nyili ya mira ko ni jamfa city jamfa nyi membe abe mennatile inataje ko yarfante le nyin jamfa city say jamfa nyi nata ton against the kan ko ni ko single majority ika UDP la advantage wala fo so mbebula leta
Tunko, thank you very much. You see, Gambia is a very funny country. And Gambia interest groups only Gambia destroy le, and they would continue to do so. Yalong Kabudulebe Gambia and Safoko, some people call them mafia. I would not use that name. Mafala Kabudu. Initiation they include in new membership. Anusai Benyaming, Niko Mafia Dromojama Kamiral Fobe Banjul Mafia. No, these people are no longer Banjul Mafia, they are Gambian Mafia. Because you have all tribes in it. Amanke Sikilinet. Tunko wolle tajube ite tunko nyanta palas jumala marla jumala nyanta jumala marla jumala nyanta. And now they've got grip of State House. Ye Adama Mutale, ilafta Mutala nyame. Wallahi ninga foye the Senegalese commander Sonko memmarta State House la. The way aka Adama Fawla mulu trit nyame faw ebe barafala. Tunko ando ibe munyaru obe kanne. Ebe munyaru obe kanne because ya lonne ko ndolbe tembo mento nye Adama Faw control sa control do. Anantuko na banko la trajectory kata nyame fuareale sembo warta Gambia. Ay modol ke fen dolti manke menuti. Ay modol dundi ko doluto ite lafla pour kadum men kono otherwise. Sa indolbe munekela to alleviate poverty. We are not yet in government. Yalo ne ko UDP ko men be kala problème o fote tunkoy. Compare that to mine. Maybe menu kadiamunte ani menu kadiamunte wolman killing. Menu kadiamu dole wolman killing. Fonga nyo samba nga nyo makoy kon daltala nyame. All the past 23 years. Nte I was very, 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 very sad. You understand? When we had three people in government, the finance, agriculture, and the Minister of Foreign Affairs. Along, some of us got a job in the Foreign Affairs. Finance, Amadou Sanes could have done the same thing. Afananyanta model employment. Likewise, Lamin Dambundiba also should have done the same thing. Afananyanta model employment. Yaje niyaje model be fenkere ya jamme bala hani sign. Hani B, Hani Sama is because I am Nafale. And UDP has to put that in their book. They should remember them when things turn gray. Because this new Kabudu group, it all got sitting on the fence line, they are nowhere. Group na deka jump ma famala ni group do liobe jay jumping fence do kan ye group do saf. President ka ter kutol le soto. President ka investor kutol le soto. President ka mo le soto men ya lon ko wolbe men di la woni central bank ba jola men man killing. Treasury ba jola men man killing. Mo ni briefcase o kanale ya landi president way tabulo kam moti je no fulo le be je. E briefcase o toni ya nyati le ngala. Nyi nanga mu le be implanto. Lafte ma ko nyi. Yalo nayo receive voltita commission. Tunko alengan hakilo tu baba baki. Gambia. Alengan hakilo tu baki membe kus wole be kas. Ndanyone nenola anymore. Motetar la diamola all your life. Ika foko wulman karan. Menu karanta ninga tole kelo ke fa pare do menu karanta yana foko sai alpalaso ni be fonko ke la write an application. Ngo roy la kuma kawani ka la moya ko birabe do kunyinola atata dawda ka fayne do you have 3 years experience no sir I bought I that lado atata do you have 3 years experience no sir ako and none of this group would give me the job so that I can get the 3 years experience. We have to understand ko ntena na manke diplomatic in my life. But Tunko, there is nothing in the diplomatic services that I don't know. Am I not called former diplomat? So men they started from somewhere. It can't have a experience. BBB diplomacy from right down from the ambassador, from the minister, Mamadou Tangara, right down to the last person, in terms of experience. I can handle the foreign ministry anyhow. Diplomacy is not difficult. You have to be very persuasive to be a diplomat. That's all it is about. Tungo. Diplomacy ibe mol la ke kachandino puri la fila bankola. Yela banko wafi. Mol makaita ndilantola banko kan nyini. That's all about diplomacy. And forging bilateral relations. Diplomacy more than malati tungo. But in Gambia and Tolu, we have this tendency, molka mendu ni molko, wale mo into tunko ma experience oto, tunko ma fenkelo, tunko edo ko kamintole, atana nundo ko le jana, so itu tunko sambano le jana. Who told you that? Jumale ofoe. For him alone, Komodo be walk like in the street, Niedo Kodi wala he would do better than Mambureja is doing. Finance Minister Kamuneke, only his permanent secretary does the job. Because the permanent secretary is the head of the institution. Ambassador Kamuneke is only the deputy head of mission that runs the administration of the embassy. Ambassador is just a tool. Mayor Lonka Katara Jele signing papers and going to meet dignitaries, inviting or advertising the Gambia to them. Most of the administrative work, but Ambassador Wakatara Banko Wafi kan dulal bataring. Ala secretary le kabe sa aski dulaldo. Seeking aid here and there. So bari tunko ndolla Gambia bete momento Gambia imalla fi falindiro. Gambia no malla fi falindiro. The status quo remains. And wole nyanta bola. When UDP government comes, the status quo must change. Tungo Adama Barrow balanta walla. Walantina Halifa Sallah ko. We have regime change, but we do not have system change. I agree 100%. 1 billion %. We do not have system change influence. For Bankola Luama, for President Manyanala position to gain undue influence. That's exactly what he's doing. Nobody is talking about it. Momantara kumo fokan. President will meet the people's store. Amanyana use la for politics. Because that is a constitutional requirement. It is in our law books that the president every year anyanta banko yailale kala project solid and the Gambian ola anai project solid do within the year dolmeni kame yele ayele. That is a constitutional requirement. Why is all the past presidents from Sadoda to Yajame to Adam Barrow, why are they using that for political campaigns? Why? And yet the MPs are quiet about it. Nobody is calling the spokesperson of the government to the National Assembly for questioning. Because those are violations of our constitution. But Mobuka Kodiam. President Kodulka Manyan Nekila. But Mobuka for. Ikafo and Tolmu Mansaleti. Womansa syndrome Yanta Bolale. You are not Mansa, you are a public servant, chief Mindan of our country. Itelemu Bankola Dokula Bela Bosti. But in the president Solmantara Watamandi Kantungo. Ndola presidents, unfortunately for Gambia, Ndolman kana follow them. Because Namira and Kanaka and Julomen Kundu Adama Barrow were supergulu. I have Sunkurinova. So Juloba man. Ndolma Kundulenko Yajame, done with Yajame. Time we have to have a structural reform. Ilamo justice on Ajalola Kumakamulmenfo. Italian constitutional Yendada Dalilo Menkama is not only for this generation. That is what Adama Barrow nala greedy MPs. People that have nobodies. In fact, they don't deserve to be called human beings. They disappointed everybody, including themselves and their children and the future of the Gambia.
Well, Bamba, that's what I'm saying. Ya Adama je feofeng batinyala feofe ya kasara wala mu rejecting this draft constitution, conniving with our own servants, mol meli alon telle kidicho, ntelle ke fenti, dena manke fenti, dena manke menti. So mol mel Adama tafauta kaje ko nyin draft constitution o kana pass. Nyine bekela the biggest thing to Adama be regret la in his presidency. And the game has just begun. Adatitale. Adama will live to regret rejecting this draft constitution with a new more after those Gambian Adama keke fenti before namakalo akasiso konkong abe Gambia de gara wala bafala dole banko ngini ne sanji mwang ima so dole sab banko ngini ne sanji tansa bangalo na be melma abe Usain Dabole man number 1 number 2 Halifa Sallah ning Sidi Ajata PDIS abe ollema adum be dankene ata ko nyili be ya trial kajako Adama Barrow ke Gambia president adu nyille ya ke president anin Gambia dingul melialon be akasi so konko wole so nyin draft constitution la ka reject wala mun tel Gambia dingul la kairoti amunna kairoti munela nga lonne kon na resources tinyata jele 116 million be until our dilapidated health situation neo kentel la lockdown kunto B. Wallahi 116 million yake in our agriculture. Oyo 116 million ta yake na infrastructure. Wallahi 116 million onyinta yake na londo bundato. Abe kujamale wulula. That is not small money. That's not small money. 116 million. Wale ni kuya warata je. Animfana banku dingul la wato men janita because like constitutional review commission nata London jallung men ntala doku nga wala tinya my 12-hour shift nga wala tinya pour kataje ka comme banku dingulo monde mfana etaje and when I went there I at least asked 2 questions ngani kari fulale nyininka na doku nga wala tuje ngeta bamba jijele nga seku jijele nga sirif sisa jijele nga mel joy goswel nyol scores of other people anun dolbi je wol nyanda do ko kala woli manta do ko la including myself ntata jele ko banku dingulo munti na banku la ko le nsula mfana etaji and I ask few questions adun tay nyin karol melka wol be draft constitution no nyin konal you understand so yo ya put into trust bin akamunta do e banku la na fulota ya landi e sanso bonga kaye macho karasi ya lala 116 million al komunamu mo killing 5 years term ni Adama e hakilo soto num ay Gambia je ake mira asafo ko natara ibe wali la nyim tala nyin term force term olela woto mbatuye nyim force term o kije man saya wallahi hane killing kije itobe folale nunto mansoli katara mansa killing man saya nyine ne kafo hanin keta mansati killing do ngafa hani keta mansati sanji lulule sanji tang ite men soto alhamdulillah ite tambino la wala bari ko hani niela wasabalo niaje dauda afay lunjuma lebe nambarala ila wasabalo yaje dauda afay lunjuma lo ibe malula so nyimbebe Adama Barrow soto la le bamba yalon kodo bije na manke kudo bije o fana bukake so nyin draft constitution o pour yeta ya fay into the trash bin ay Gambia dinjamal le kamfandi mo enta contact Germany mba fola fulolem fula boyolem ay contact Germany ay safe ala message o bembulu jam draft constitution on reject la nu menna somo akonye ko nkalla program will follow kere la personal page follow le nkalla online banta ba fana follow akonye ntamu doila supportalti akonye bari nyin draft constitution o ya reject parliament Gambia ko do men beta ta je ani molla resources and time me waste akonya en kamfa bake Barrow kamal akonya ntebe doyle de bari lafta silala ngam mira kenyun kuola akonya ngalon ko Gambia including my own self a lot of people support political parties based on tribal line akonya mbeta nyin kale tala taro UDP mundalila le bala biraya fonyi na jabiru ay nkaye moro akonye mol katara political party ol tole based on tribal lines akonya sikeno including myself wala nanga fo ko ko fulolem pour ngala tribe fo akate asikeno ate fanka party choose based on walela so brayo fo nyankaye ntela taro UDP nkaye ko thank you so much for reaching out to me and being part of people who cares and matters nkaye support UDP for very valid reasons and their programs for our country are based on none. Nkaye ntamantra UDP support can tribe kama. Because number one, nkaye mol kanyin kalanta yale melfo ni lafta mol filindila mente tonyati kaole fale puruka la manual poison. Nkaye UDP de nde alonde la leader membije bi amu leader ti. UDP lota nyame nimpati lo nyaman killing Gambia. Cause mama kande ni mol le sita GDC lo kwadi. My party le lafta party lo la wulta GDC lo. Halifa ni CD ale lafta pido lo la wulta. Yaya jamena la rebelolu men keta Edward ni moko tamulti. Yankuba nyole tele wulta do ye APRC lo. Ye APRC, AFPRC, ye F bondije ye APRC nati. Komi Adama ye molla National Development bondije ako National People's Party. I NDP bondije I NPP nati. Nkaye bari UDP nkaye banko mol melia lonko ibeko Femi Peters Singul Nyasi Abu Dentin nyol MC Cham nyol Yaya Jallo nyol ngamol konta e fomen sita mo tannin feng kilinti je ngamanninka siwo manninka siwo faye nkaye nyillen nata ikafuta nyoma yaje ko Gambia be ngay bole ko na be ngatangole kono ikafuta nyoma yaje ko Gambia be nyin sojarol melbulu nin ko mbatule bulu na banko be tunennal fanka so kon nkaye biri kafuta nyoma ini mbemba tamedu nyolu inata ideal ta ye kafu nyoma ye mota ya identify ye men identify wala keta Usain Daboti nka yala Usain Dabo ma UDP lo akonye la nyinon tonyati nkaye biri Usain Dabo identify ya jako Usain Dabo lebe kela moti membe lono la kabalang ya jammema yo korosi yo dankenea nka ya tara Usain Fang mantara banko kan America nka woto ni mol kane ka kalantan kumol falie ka fale UDP lo maninka party nka ngani mol mel tofo maninka kilin tofo nyewol kono bang fo MC Cham manin ko bang Abu Dentin mu wolati bang ya Jallo mu wolati bang mbemba tamedu mu wolati bang Femi Peters mu wolati bang Sengul Nyasi mu wolati bang nge 25 fo mo sita mo tanil lulu nka fo maninka lebe nyili kon nka e mol la filibante ya kumolal kakari la moyla nka entela taro UDP be besirin policies lela nka la manifesto bijele me yalon ko banko yo manifesto ta ya adopt ila banko be ragle la be kala banko de on lafta menna nka son tela parti tombo manke city de nka enta man tara parti no masila nte Gambia le jente man hada madin kilinge nta ma mokun kilunge beri ngaw faye akonya nyinom tonyati akonya bari nyin nanyin drafo ka Gambia dinglu samba tru nyinna akonya yatina lafta sign comme ngasi ngamira do soto Gambia la ko wala myinti ngamen explanation no moyle adabe consideration kelalale ni ala sonda mbanati la UDP okay mela kumbe kumo fana tala kunun ni modo diamuta tanje suto because ali beo kata bamba ite o mel be kala moyo ali nga mol engage ne friend soto ne mo soto ni menna paf benta ni menna silo kata kilinti kana abulu anyininka engage politiko bere nga nyim fondinka be tangele nka e politiko be nyaadi le tanje akonya ko mu pure NPP leti faka siso lipa akonyante mu pure NPP leti nka jeddi akonye ha nka mune yete samba en ba akonye NPP lom party di membe Gambia samba no nka dia ko ha ntama hani femfode abulata kono akonye Usain Dabo natala lafta Adama hijack la Adama e ko be kenyin keba enne I foreign minister la vice president dia nyin keba ma wasa alafta Adama la palace anyabe lori Adama la palace wala kam akonye kai ko bele kai nka dia akonye ha nka d'accord nka yale tamu funding keolet akonye ha nka bi tela balu nyabe nyadile nka tebe coastal town de Tanje nka al kata badala bi hani nyemuru al buka soto no nka wota tonyati bang nka Chinese sol yal fam la bal la fankaso me yalon kal tel la balu be woleto nka hani te do kula ni tata Tanje badala itata kulung to do itata kulun tiol makoy ke la kulung sembendi nka nin kodi basi bondije nka bi tela balu be nyadile itamu funding keoleti be dimbayel soto kam nka ite ajele bi membe be kan Gambia nka ko kanyin nenel kumole faye bal filindi kam nka ko al telephone ninke wolo nka future talie nga kumole falie nga kumo faye sorry nka ko ka memfo ka fo ko nyinyabe Usain Dabo la palaso le kanka anyo wuliya kuma nene manfo anyo wuliya kuma nene tefola nka be tapale ani kalabante ya kumo nka Adama le nata Gambia ko sanji sabo nka fota tonya tabe in records nka sanji sabo ajutu tawla ko sanji lulu nka moli asindi sanji lulola nka saya ka sanji tanni lula ka wala ngaba nka mira alla balwala muna improve tetala livelihood to ita katara bada le ka balwo men soto jen kai before ka wala soto je ba alla bale haynan Chinese wala kulunglu ba be kono ye mo la ba betinya nka ko fonnin ke wala muyti somma banga diamu nga nyoso hakilola nka na banko betinya la tinya kanen bari science ni be nyum programme o menna ay audio men kinye na kumo men ngafa ya moyle amam fen soto abe men fola akonyela ofana ye men fo de tonyal la ila on mu tonyal so kalabante lo nyiliti they have nothing to sell to people itata banko nyine ko ifaye wala mutabe ya sorong itata banko nyine iko fa nala sa korda teta na fate man kuno je bar nala korda teta o muila dinkuru yaleti iko fa la londo isate kum sorono bari tala londo sorono la ngamire koto may Gambia be wolela anu wole Gambia campagne ikoto mani wole Gambia campagne photo nya
yeah
sila ite banko campagne wala iko fa wonata le pour ka Gambia bondi banku din kendolam isa soro itala londo sorono la iko ay Gambia leje ama fankunge sa itebe murula kota ke after 5 years iko kata banko le nyinin ikafo mole ko ntafale enjamfa banko kan nyinin ntafale enjamfa la jambe ta lamoyla who will listen to you with their right sense of mind ita tata banko nyini ko fale ba man sabulu mutarin tilimbali yakama iko fade
tunko nsodoman nindro yalong there is what they call abuse of incumbency niaje nka level playing field cunning in a democratic nation is because the ruling government will kila palaso nying abuse to stifle citizens' right. As a result, mulka sila nko wole ya kaku choman Gambia ntoloka nyimbe fotunko wobe adoko sida Kenya kensa moti ning atara mankata kolke ka make sure the ground is level dulanying a level tale between the NPP and UDP yalo ne NPP man jawso to UDP le mo jawti NPP buka party la kuma for UDP da male and we have to be very very careful NPP te la fila ntolni kanyang in the level playing field it is son it is parallel saying what do we do as a party ntolbe munekela as a party amanya na kala ko watu do nin kam fata le nyantare atla no manya na kam fala fang because na nyantolem na nyantole mun kana so moya tambulu in the sense that Gambia mbele kanyanta Gambia. President Adama Barrow la president ya mankuno war. Wala mo ni fafa de mankuno war. But ni fala kordater. Say nga turn into another way. President Barrow la president ya mankuno je. But na Gambia tinya omun na bafutu balian. Nin sonta Gambia tinya om Gambia di ubela bafutu balian. Because na bele denta wala President Barrow wuluta Gambia le anyanta men na Gambia le anyanta fala Gambia le anda be Gambia tula noleto. Ntol manyana sonna Gambia etinya for our children. Manyana sonna Gambia etinya for the future. Ntol nyanta mune kela as Gambian citizens is to exercise our right without fear, favor, ill will or affection. Manyana sonna na banko etara nyama nyame alonko police all being intimidate la anymore. As long as we are within the laws. Nimman banko luwa tinya manku ke me alonko manyana kela police all manyana sonna yenna life hundur hada. Manyana sonnal because police all te kenola mansakunda e tulti na banko constitution na the pro inspector general of police independent from executive influence adama nyol mansongala dalilo me mansongala is because ya londo ko ya jamme o jora on le soto non ay gambe dingol tora mena malla fo joran si fale tara gambia kono hani usenu dabo nakita president malla fay police igp use ka gambe dingol tora ndolma nyin luwa nyin nati pour ka fo adama barolem o nga nyin luwa nay nati ka fo usenu dabalem o halifa sallalem o may fatilem anybody nakita president even myself malla fi mariye sembo soto kotenke ka gambe de wol batandi lafte sembo soto kam protect bar malla fi sembo soto kan dora nyin constitution o betata nata alota wole kan nin député dandan nata na si député me alon ko fanglum bal fanke ballum balol min alon ko I am so disappointed in them men alon ko wol man banko constitution o nyin throw away fenna na manke fenoti nse alquran o taki ngasal jomuta ko nyin député wol men be nyin 23 MP sol be I be fenne soto for denying this bill to pass I be all of them nse alquran o taki no alan and they cannot deny it they cannot touch the Quran and
Bamba
yes tungo nso domande
ha Bamba ekoto ke felenting akay nyinin karo le soto lafte tele soto la bara meta soto no mbatunga ke on bang ya la kumo moy bam fansu jiba
okay
mfansu Bamba be moy kan
No, my baby.
Nimbar. Alhamdulillah.
Yeah, Bamba, in there something like I'm bored me along kota, you know, Gambian knowledge is all means putano, you know, IEC Makininka, you know, adding loyal for you know, many constitutional law because where I am, I have no copy of the constitution. I can't look at it and know, you know. But last million is NPP a political party that is registered. You know, if it is registered, under what section of the law, you know, they have registered this party as other political parties because Adam Barrow is Adam Barrow their leader. Only Adam Barrow can be a leader of two political entities which are already registered under the IEC. So left and you know, can explain Banco registration process or Kakenyam political parties to the ground that qualified them and that disqualifies them. Adam Barrow registration of a political party to me is contrary to a registration of the IEC as a leader of the coalition government.
Yeah. Okay.
So, but I don't have any legal background to be able to substantiate that, as a convincing fact, that Adam Barrow is a political party register no.
Okay, Mfanso, nte la kumo understand ne malon for audience will be mo kambari mba ko endile malete where you are trying to drive at Bamba. Mfanso kamenyi nte amira Gambia.
What happens?
Nte amira Gambia mfanso hold on. Nte la kumo be mo ile nte mfanso la kumo be mo ile ngamira audience will fanal be mo kanne membe fokam. Mfansu coming for Bamba. Bamba, are you there? Bamba le freestyle. Ngamira audience will kai bente moy kane. That's fine. Nte amira Gambia coming sometimes in ka problem balle soto. Na problem ol kake muneti is like coming batungam fansu fenke. Na problem ol kake muneti problem o katarantelia mol meli alon kwel expertise lem. Either they are lawyers, journalists, or some sectors of people ko kake ibukabula no
Tunko.
Now
Ika moile.
Hanke moile.
Now Bamba freestyle. Okay. If you don't mind, I just want to answer this question. Mr. Jiva Menya. I think Mojamal be confused, but I just let you finish. Then gonna clarify. I hope the audience will be more can just think yeah.
All right. Okay. Circumstantial nyinin karo moment wolomu yalo already Adama Barrow 2016 December registered a coalition of Toyalela.
Yeah.
As their candidate under the banner of the coalition party. Adama registered on 2016.
Yeah. Let me just save time.
Okay.
Malafigala, ngala question on you, I was listening. Kunung fana lansongo inke fana the same question on Yininka and call. Lafla Gambia may understand. First of all, Mela audience will come to the back and thank you to you and Bamba. Very good program. Nka for Bantaba all the time, but will repeat. La nibe Adama Kelela alinga kelen in Tonya kang. Alinga sentiments put aside. Adama has every right under the laws of the Gambia to political party form. Momo kafo ko Adama be luwale tinyaka e party form imari you are wrong. Yalo mol nyante quickly understand. 1997 constitutional is the supreme law of the land. The coalition agreement, womu mayor agreement leti amanke constitutional. Wala na green sanji sabo nada. Sanji sabo gentleman's agreement leti. Come mole benterek iko morality. Imay wotmo my fatika for lako 3 year, 5 year is morality and law. But Gambia constitutional fenne tije kafoko nimu coalition leader ti ite party formula no. So Adama ma loi tinya because mo jamale ka nyimfo kuru lanson ko fale nyinga wala ha Adama be kala no coalition leader tinya di like party. An MPP is a registered political party. Ndolbele bejang IEC ila announcement ko National People's Party registered ila logo tandi suole babala. Under the laws of the Gambia, all you need to do near IEC la requirements will make you go and register, just like Citizen Alliance register. Whether you're a party on your Congress or not, that doesn't stop them from registering. Let's be careful. Gambia nimbe Adama Kelela alnga kelenin tonyakang. Mr. Jiba be nyinin karol. But a lot of people are spreading wrong messages in WhatsApp forums. Adama form manyana petitions is wrong. I write short like a party form Gambia. I'm a luatinya. There is nothing. He hasn't violated anything. So what gentleman's agreement the constitution overrides an agreement. Ninati na bring sanjululo nata nanata nuotata court. Adama is going to win that case. Nimomoyo Matasamba court 3 year, 5 years. They will just throw the 3 year out of court because the Gambia constitution says Adama is elected for 5 years. And this is the clarification I want to make to people. Let us that Adama right to call a party form.
Okay. Sehu, I have an objection here. Yalong Adama Leketa coalition. Coalition is a party. It is a party comprises of many different political parties. Adama keta wolela banat fenkoti aketa wolela leaderti. So mfansu kame ngini kajang critically fana ngao jibe bang kafoko Adama coalition ole atambindi aketela flag biarati.
Tungo, let's not argue about this. Tungo.
No, let me come.
Batu, we are talking about the constitution. Tell me which section of the 97 constitution stops Adama Barrow from forming his party? Or anybody who has the leader of the coalition, tell me the section of the Gambian constitution. It says a coalition leader. A coalition.
No. Seku, here we are not going to say the coalition leader. It's like being a part of a political party. like UDP.
Coalition is not a party. Wait. Let's not confuse. Mbatu, let's not confuse the audience. Coalition is not coalition or manke party.
Ani parse kumbatu ita fono la ko coalition o manke party because moneketa different parties lenata wole coalition o form. Forta tonyati. Different parties form a coalition.
Tungo, we are talking to audience. Let's not mislead our audience. Nibe coalition or describe like coalition of 7 political parties. Tungo, you have to listen to me.
Yeah. Go on.
You cannot be debating with me and be on the phone. All right. I just want clarification on this. Coalition of a minimum 7 political parties and 1 independent. You can describe it. What is the name of the coalition? Like you have UDP is United Democratic Party. GMC is Gambia Moral Congress. That's coalition of Tondi. If a coalition is a political party, what's the name of the party? Okay, Tungo is talking to me, but he's on the phone, and this is.
I am here. I am hearing you loud and clear.
Coalition of Tondi. What is the name of the coalition party? What Atondi?
Of the coalition party. What coalition or Tibarseku?
If it's not Tungo under the laws of the under the laws of the I will put my point across. I drop off. I allow you guys to do your show. Let me understand what you think. Look, Yalan me understand na. Lawyer Ushenu Dabo is a constitutional lawyer. You think lawyer Dabo and my party would be in the Gambia and Yalonko Adama Barrow registering a party is a violation of the constitution? When did you hear my party saying that it's a violation of the constitution? In a manner,
Sehu, Hadama de Umantima Lua Mesata Lua Kana like a slipty. It's a Hakilo
Tungo, listen.
Okay, I would love to let you so that it's in a program of continent, because in laughter men for a nibe line or on Teta Fonola. Laughter is
that point for it, I let you continue. Look, Ntol Belenga, we all want Adama to go. And look, this is Nimanka Kundinti Safoko, this lawyer Meseta, this will slip lawyer Dabo or my party. These are all lawyers. An issue as big as Adama Barrow not registering a political party is not a small issue. So Ningatara, that's a violation of the constitution. Almami Fandital would have raised it. He's a lawyer. Bori Ture would have raised it. He's a lawyer. Lawyer Dabo would have raised it. So none of these people have raised an objection, and the NPP people are being NPP registered. It was publicly announced to the Gambian people. What makes us think that all these people will realize that Adama registering a party is a violation of the law and they will just keep quiet? That's the question I have for everybody. So let us not even think about things, and sometimes we have to take emotions out of our discussions. Adama hasn't violated the and I challenge anybody. You bring a proof that Adama has violated the constitution. I'm one person that I don't like Adama Barrow and I don't support. But let me say, let's challenge him on facts. This is what we all advocate, and I always hear Bambama saying it. Let's challenge him on facts. He hasn't violated the law, but yes, morally, he has disappointed Gambians because he said 3 years. It was a moral issue. It's not a legal. That's my point. Thank you.
All right. Bye. Okay.
Opinion of member Buluteng and all the other political leaders or any attempt. But until after me now, if it is right under the law, let them clarify to the Gambian people what section give him the powers to do so.
Well, atakamen argue ko coalition o manke party, but ne coalition o la definition o gibe. Ako attempt. Yeah. Exactly. Yeah. Coalition is a temporal alliance for combined action, especially of political parties forming a government. So, example, Liberal Democrat and Conservative came to form a government in 2010 in England here. So, you are right to call it a political party because it's a combination of various political parties. I don't come in UDP
if you give me a second, I question on Galafta Ajabila. Gibako, what section of the constitution? Okay, first of all, after more, let me understand. Binimu Gambia dingoti be patio register la. Saratol lebe laringe, ika saratol le mit, yawol le samba IEC. IEC will vet your application. Then, Citizen Alliance did that. NPP did that. UDP did that. APRC did that. All the parties registered today. Even Satijan Haidarala party, that's what you follow. Any Gambian can wake up in the morning. Tunko, today you can wake up. Nil after party your formula. You go, your ICL requirement form, you'll party your name. So this is what Adama Barrow did. There is nothing like which section of the please let me clarify. Let me clarify, Tunko. Listen, you don't want to listen to me, that's fine, but I'm just stating the facts here. And Gambians are listening. Let any lawyer come out. You can invite lawyer Lamin J. Dabo or any lawyer that you trust, and we can have a debate on this. Let me tell you one thing. There is nothing like which section of the Constitution. The Gambian Constitution empowers any Gambian who meets the criteria to form a party. That's the simple answer. There is nothing like which section allows Adama Barrow. Coalition among a political party is a group of 7 political parties and 1 independent. And this is why this guy had to resign from UDP. All right? If the coalition was a party, he didn't have to resign. Coalition among a party. And Lucy, let me tell you guys one thing. Understand. I want you guys to answer this question. So Lawyer Dabo will sit in Gambia, wanting to be president. And listen.
Lawyer Dabo Muhammad Dinguleti, Hadamading ika accountable ka kontibo ya mira ya kontibo fanna bela ala la kontibo ti menka complete isi Hadamading muta ya puto check and balances yes skip dula la me yalon ko wala be kala te mari la aliweti ate be tambino la woto la ati kenu ala mobe hakilota aya mura mobe nyina nyindana fote kenu
that tungo let me say that
it is very possible
that don't mbatu tungo yeah. That tells us a lot about us Gambian. A population of 2 million, an important issue like the president setting up a party, all the legal luminaries forgot that.
They are human beings.
Then we are a sick country.
They are human beings.
Tungo Mbatu. We know we are all human beings, but an important issue like Adama 40 party cannot evade all the legal luminaries in Gambia, Tungo. Let's be serious.
I want to give you an example here, Mbatu. Ibn Solale.
Yeah.
I want to give you an example here. Akamuntako Hadama Diung. It's a 2 application dundi nola.
Okay, Tungo, I let you do your. Bring a lawyer. And then you lawyer to call a lawyer in Gambia in your next show and ask this question. Let's get the answer. Because you and I are not lawyers, but I tell you.
Man on a question of hell, it carries much sense.
Tungo, wait. We have debated this point. What I'm telling you is, if you don't do it, I will call a lawyer live on Bantaba for him to say that whether Adama patio form is a violation of the law, and let's get the answer and then dusted with this.
I will try to bring in. Yeah, I'll bring a lawyer. Probably my subsequent program.
Please do that. I can tell you one thing.
If you do not do so before that time, the lawyer natilale.
Jojo Ndur, thank you. Jojo Ndur, because Tungo, they didn't forget. Believe me, what Sehu said is right. You see, sometimes I don't know how we can think. There are things that people cannot forget. This is a major issue. Adama Barrow forming a party is not like drinking water. So the lawyers would have ticked all the boxes to see whether let me tell you one thing. My party would have called a press conference. UDP would have called a press conference near Lonko. These guys have. In fact, the reason why I call in was that I wanted to respond to some of the things that Bambama said, but then But let me tell you one thing. This platform is widely listened to. Let us get sentiments aside and let's say what things that are factual so the Gambians can respect us. He hasn't violated the law.
You have my number. Ibuwale, you have my number.
Let Ibuwale call in. He hasn't violated the law. Let Ibuwale call in. Adama Barrow. If anybody says Adama Barrow has violated, I will stop doing my programs on Bantaba.
Sehu, the guy, neither myself. Until violate them more for the. We didn't make to a conclusion that violate. What we are trying to drive at is until a miracle still now Adama I know Patil Melianati abe under the banners of the coalition party. Entire Mira. You cannot put two application, in anywhere. It application or dundi nola, todo to any application or dundi todo fanato at the same time. It cannot happen. It's like coming Nibijang, let's say Ibijang as a student. Nila circumstance falenta, you must have to let the home office know. Ila circumstance falenta from a student and to someone else.
You are listen.
I am just trying to tell you what I feel.
Madu, 1 second.
Even a program or banner, ila program I'm going to use 30 minutes or 45 minutes.
Madu, listen, listen. Let me tell you one thing. I'll give you 30 minutes of but even last week I gave you 30 minutes without intruding. It's no problem. I can give you 30 minutes. What I'm saying here, Stungo, this is all about discourse. It can compare to me is apple and oranges. Okay.
Yes.
Home office, but home office. Woliela regulation on Lesotho, and it's clearly spelled out. All right. Nila status you should know. There is nothing on the Gambian laws. Kafoko near coalition lead. Yalo not have a state constitution. If you hate a coalition, you cannot form a party. Then Adam would have violated the constitution. But Gambia constitution. Yeah, electoral act. Electoral act. Near coalition of form. Inyanda resigned from the political party, and that's why Adam had to resign from UDP. This is what you have to understand. There are rules. There are guidelines. So let's avoid speculation. And mafoko yafoko luatinya. But you cannot. In English, when you say you cannot, what does that mean? When you say Adam cannot, you are saying that he violated the laws.
Let me come here. Let me come here.
Thank you.
Let me come here. Are you dropping or you drop now, please? You drop.
No,
you drop now.
I'm going away because
that's fine. You drop.
Even someone can take my 30 minutes.
Lalu. Nyimu beauty of democracy leti. Nyiya itanda lalako ntelu. Ita buka for dong nyina nyanta kela do song wala wote. Ila hakilo e mendia nyim kola nying ala nyinin karo ntafe I sense make le. Mune atina I sense make UDP. I mean, like UDP as a party, your constitutional settle. Ari la constitutional kono dice dulale bije damento ya lonka ya itandile ko. You cannot be a member of two separate entities. You are either going to be with UDP or you resign, otherwise party nyimbe bailale. There is a column there in a constitutional con. Wale atina birila deputy olinyilu they tend to sit side with Barrow. What did UDP do was to sack them. Okay, nyin kola kame nyininka. Hanisa mbe alonko Adama Barrow abe coalition nyaton kaya kanne. Mamoy ko resign the coalition. So Adama la application obe IEC le amala tam nyin complete ay namuru IEC koteke ay tay register ay party kutota ay register je wa tara la signature bije me yalon ko on the coalition government lem nyinka wala nyininka. And what the guy is asking ma conclude ko Adama ay luale tinya o so akole ko for Gambian te mo natin wala bankana ka nyin dinkira nyinka explain mole. That is what he said. You understand? So dalilo kama nte mira ko ala nyinin karo nyin I sense mekle ala nyinin karo nyi sense mekle but mfansu mbe bulala I'm gonna try to bring in matrailale maybe ngalamin kamara nati hawasisa sabali or somebody else meli alon konsisto to no nyimol kono na ngajibe jannu woto is a constitution on ngamira anyanta tarlante bul down road in so I will try to share it with you ngajibe namu.
The reason why I raised the issue, the amole be sharing. You understand? I don't, IEC book, we don't know what IEC as principle.
Abanta yalon kawale foeten yalon fansu ikatara do ko fawla lebe do ko la do ko fa ko do meli nyininka ite buka woldo.
Explain wala nyinti ko nyimo bangu do quality. In the situation economy alone, we should look at all the aspects of our society in order to be able to.
Ibuali, one moment, Ibuali.
People think is right.
Nkumandi direct la, nkumandi ita enta kili ibu, nkili wai direct la, ngata. I'm fine. So go on, Mr. Jiba.
In nation building, people assume that it's right and it is not right. So I am asking the question to find out. Atilka register, IEC. IEC has their guidelines they can follow. But how many Gambians know all these guidelines? To be able to evaluate them, who is qualified under the eyes of the public,
That's it.
as they are qualified on the paper
That's right.
of IEC.
How
many people know that in the Gambia? So personally, I don't know. What are the criteria that you IEC you have to satisfy for IEC because party law inquiry but Gambians have the right to know.
Okay. All right. Okay.
So in effect, what I'm trying to say is this controversial issue is an issue that has been in discussion for a long time. So Gambians deserve to know the truth.
Thank you so much, Giba. What does he have to say? But Karo, whether Adama is in violation of the law or not, Karo is something that makes a hell lot of sense to me.
I'm not saying whether it's in violation. I'm asking whether it can be possible, even for Hussein Dabo or my party or any other party leader to be registered at the IEC and meet the criteria of IEC and become a leader of two political entities.
Okay, thank you.
Some people like Sekou Sedley is saying that the coalition is not a political entity, but it's a force that has taken a president out. Isn't that right? So in my definition, that's a political party. What is a political party? Is people of the same objective coming together to fight for a common cause.
That is the truth.
Is that not the truth?
It is the truth.
So
hard
if
fact.
The coalition is a force that took Yahya Jammeh out. It's a political party.
Yeah.
So I don't want to argue about the logistics. What I want to do, what I want people to understand.
Oh my God! I am really disappointed. You guys are misleading our audience. It's not a political party. It has not been registered in IEC as a party.
So
it's very disappointing.
IEC, regulations that and that, or criteria that and that. He is qualified to do so.
Oh my God! Anyway,
okay. Thank you.
I'm not catered for a coalition. They catered registration for I don't know what political parties only. But they haven't got a definition as to where, if you are a leader of a political party or a coalition, you cannot register another political party. I don't know all of this. So I want, the Gambians to know as well as who don't know, as well as I don't know, to know.
Thank you so much, Mfansu. I'll have you again, Me alone love for the full show, but Mbadunga call her dolta malete lembune mira. But ima wrong de for you to say this, you want scrutiny. Ilafta come mole call ke journalist ol kate kanyinin karol ke kanatu deri adun. Nta ajele mo katara do ko la dinkirata ka kuoke ate fangu kalong mune luai mune right diat la prayer okay because amala function o dolon do ko nyim fanko ate banna fa. Ate banna.
We are willing for such things to repeat. Do we want the same thing to repeat again in the future?
Yeah.
It's up to the Gambians to decide. But
yeah. Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Abaraka. 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 Yeah. Say whom, let me take other callers. Malo Nyindoka voice message okinye.
Okay, Nima caller does the left clarification of the Manina Kelajang. I don't want anybody to misguide me. And I've heard Fansu saying that coalition is the political entity. It is a political entity. And I think we have to be careful of the nomenclature on the words we use. Entity, a political party, I can register. Yani ikana IEC le register. Coalition in English, coalition of more men not together. Coalition of kafule alena together. And let me ask a question. Munadna Adama resigned from UDP. There is a reason behind that. If they are both
I know that reason.
Okay, you know that reason. So let me just make this straight. Yalo Abenyaming. You think that okay, IEC has violated the laws, and I'm not saying that Mr. Fantu your question of legit. It's a legit question because nimbe media to fonga question yandi. I am not saying that question of I am just saying let's be honest in our answers. Because new platform, there are people listening right now all over. So if let's assume that IEC are registered manyana register. So IEC violated IEC te more register Saratol sort of Gambia. No party will be registered. Adamala party will not be registered if he doesn't meet the criteria under the constitution. And even if IEC did that, my answer is UDP is the biggest political party. Kabiri Yaya Jamela time on Yaya Jame Lual Tinya. UDP will always come out and make a statement. During Adama Barrow Fenke buy from Social Security Senegal Gambia Secretariat. Lawyer Adamo came and spoke about that. So an issue, my problem here is Alimbenga Hakilo use 5 comments is an issue as big as a president, current president from a political party. Why would UDP not raise a red flag on that? And you are telling me that they are human beings? They forgot?
Well, I will stand by that to say they are human beings.
Well, I'm shocked with that.
For the Bukaje,
human beings.
For the Bukaje, there are failings. Even in Bankoleka, you always see that there are bigger failings on institutions here, bigger than the population of the Gambia.
But
bigger failure on the institutions. You can laugh, I want you to drop so that I can finish the program. I have callers on the line, Sekou.
Okay.
Hello, Suleiman.
Okay, go
Solmane,
ahead.
Please, yeah. Yeah. There are drum. Yeah, dole en call messenger fela en na commandiro kunt. Moka ni membe command le be message la le. Isaje ni message inte si command nka device all mail use be messenger total.
Tungo, you need to drop and rejoin. It dropped from the podcast room. Tungo.
Yeah, mo dole en command.
Tungo.
Yeah, say who mbe wala kela.
It drop and join again. You've okay, audience, so I'll be American Tungola program. I wasn't meant to call in and look, there's heated debates are normal on Bantaba. We do have these heated debates. There's no animosity here between Tungo and I, but we all have strong points that we are defending, and this is normal in a democracy. So love the audience all understand. We are not having a fight, we are just having a heated debate.
Say who am I on? Am I on now?
Yeah, you are live, yeah.
Okay. I'm Sol, welcome. Men can command the messenger. Nita left and telebeta kilnola name commanded on that device will be messenger totally. So onka program okay device mena ni messenger call nata jabe na program.
He's been calling many times.
Yeah, I've been calling him too. I cannot get him. So I'm Sol, welcome and have your say. Yeah. Yeah.
My error they also understanding there. All of name political party. Okay. But if I come in for I didn't have a similar question. All in the call, Adam coalition leader. Adam and the Corona for Dunkang at the same time, I political party register, I told all a leader concurrently.
Say who am I there?
Yeah, Tungo, you drop. Can you tell the callers to stop calling Ila mobile device because
let me hold on.
I have a program on you interrupt. Can you drop? Tell you are drop again. You need to rejoin. Yeah. Ali Kagaru Tungo call messenger. Please just call through our WhatsApp because I have a program.
Say who am I on now?
Yeah, you are on.
Yeah, Sol, continue. Achaila diamo kumase Sol for the benefit of the listeners. Yeah.
Okay, Itamin can be one of you. Adam being a coalition leader. I have a similar question. At the several political coalition in na concurrently, I have some opportunities that I can offer as the president or as the flag bearer of that. No matter how is that workable? Because now, Adam coalition facility, I can make a decision. No, after a lot of sweet look at the NPP interim leader, sorry, a flag bearer and the party leader. Now, I want the sweet completely. I resigned from this other one and then to NPP. But concurrently, I went to two portfolios. You understand? So that is not come up. There is a way I didn't tackle
Oh God gracious. Gambia is a country of its own. Somebody's calling me.
I try to put this question forward there. Adam is a new know. You know, I have only Adam is we put it first. But me, I try to kill no. You can't tell that. I think is very important.
Hey, Suleiman. Nko mbela kumo kundu nyimbanko kanjangajele. There were bigger institutional failures. Ne momorondi nyinin kai kafoy ko imamba kalama tinyari bal keta nyimbanko kanjam fang. Great institutional failures. Hadama dingu leti. Ne ka jioni ikela ikasino. Al sitara nyokan alata lama sole ka mo hakilo bula ala e wole ko. Sonno mo katara telebulu atele ka sonno mo nyinandi. Bigger institutional failures katara jele me yalonko fion kana katare nyatilimula. Ite ka mirako ya jele ya scrutinize le ya be check le in check and balances wa atara loophole bije moka kana otola akakana albukaje. Mafo wala mu cases di bari sule sol Adama Barrow register ta coalition or toyalla. Anu seko kamen foko a resign ta UDP le yes. A resign ta UDP le bari UDP ni political party dolu abe dankunka wol toyale la. Akamunta alkalo be sata oto nyamen kabila jamale kate sindi. Na tata sefo ya abukate dankumane kunda tola wala mane na kunda bara kate dankun kunda le toyala sata oto toyala folde toyala. So coalition ola nomination o Adama e woleke a winta o ticket wala wala na fo ba kunto. So mune batina o na fo man koto follow ayete nyun na fa kutola.
No. I'm not going to allow anybody to use Bantaba to mislead people. That's it. Gambian, our party leaders are listening to us. It is. I'm embarrassed about this that we are airing these views on it. But correct, we'll bring a lawyer to come and set this straight. The lawyer.
You can understand. Okay. So walamu I mean not plain blanco mafo because tell be man ke legal minded.
Can I say something quick? I've got a text message from Gambia. Somebody is advising us that we drop this topic and bring a lawyer. The person himself is a lawyer, and he said, Mr. Sedili, you guys should send the record straight that Adama hasn't violated the laws of the Gambia forming a political party, and the person is going to come here on live and set the record straight. He said, these utterances are confusing our audience. Adama hasn't violated the laws of the Gambia forming a political party. The person is listening right now. I'll bring him on my show. I'll be program clear because we should not propagate a narrative. So this is, I just want to say that because there are people listening to this in Gambia. This is widely followed. You and I am very much, I know Adama Barrow be Kuriya Jamala Gambia. I'm one person who will validate Adama's actions. But Nana Tonyala, we also are Tonya Fasa. Under the laws of the Gambia, morally is a question. Under the laws of the Gambia, forming a party.
Gambia, our intention on this platform is not to mislead, but to share opinions. Walam democracy te mira sambaya mira pate mira nado sodala. So mantara jam puruka mol mislead no. Until be man ke legal minded natale pour modole a nati me yalon ko is a kin list na du nyime kumandiro ke follow amanke UDP supportati mfan su jiba mba noma pour ka nati but as far as I know amanke UDP supportati so akanna platform o lamoy la nyinin karole soto me yalon ko ni loya pareta funtina yena ya mako o nyinin karo kota ala intention o mu wallet follow ya do ti funtina no bang ka koyndi banko dingul mako adama e silo be soto le ko anyanta because a topic on man discourse nana ma moy follow so solfana felenta nata nin different opinion lom to a follow ya nyem mantara mo mislead kande mbe dia molom drom banku be kuolo mun tel lamiro e mendindan ka wala fo mantara fo kanyin ka bako pour mo e lantel la de no we are not legally minded people we are just talking of na miro e mendina yes all yeah ibu ali mbeta
another thing moving as a person I lost confidence in IEC completely. Nyamina ni election of a drug can UDP la become election of mina na court ademo IEC la failure.
Nyamina ta e date set wala le man fo bota kalama last week kay tol fundita.
How long is that?
I met a malon constitution. I told somebody to send me the constitution whereby it stated that if a National Assembly member dies, Amaria Kinyanane nafunoto. For when a National Assembly member dies, malong time period nyim maji man documento nyim maji be kajoko wucho nyi nyantatala how long le pour another a fresh election on your conduct.
Because of their failure. What were they waiting for? They come in about until the case went to court. So I me along court, you more latila. You think all more let me along need the palazzo de Miri la Caburola, Miri in Alasema Penna. It only Gibolum and the palazzo the premier award. I don't need Alimount Jan, you mentioned me along Conte, I have given an order of trust in him. And I understand and was 2000 election, the vice president the Amin Biji played a vital role to Kajeko resource on me and them
Bamba Masi wala for the malon for bala moy kane Bamba janna drop. Ate wala for Bamba wala for Bamba share the same view with you on that, yeah.
So there are people they are law luminaries. They are in the country, they know ins and outs of this law. So now after the people are confusing this situation, let them come out and tell exactly what is happening.
Okay. All right. Sol mbebulala ngamera arami salong ni available ta nsinati no there are callers meli alonko. Okay, that's fine. No nte beta kumandila le lalo nte yeta kili nte yeta kumandi okay then okay ite drop sol lalo mbe kumanda messenger okay lalo mbe kili kangila messenger to you can check. Hello, welcome Mr. Jaite, Lalo Jaite, Switzerland. We are welcome.
Okay,
wa alaikum salam. Yeah. Yeah, nke moy loud and clear Lalo, yeah. Mol ke moy.
Okay, I'm not a lawyer, but the thing is, it's a very interesting thing because people can come over by logic making, but in question that and not more, logic making, as a bit confusion on it, the religious mind more. Dalilio I think Adam Barrow resigned from UBP. And then logically, the reason why I resigned is so that you would not be a member of a political party.
Right.
And in new logically, I write to the minimum for coalition of the political party. I think logically, in my own understanding, coalition is not a political party. resigned from UDP, he has the right to form a political party. My confusion is it right for him to be a member of another political party when actually he resigned from a political party to represent coalition of various political parties? This is my problem. Now, myself, I'm confused.
Okay.
I think I need a more someone than that. There should be a lawyer near that clear. Barrow, as a political party, but I need a member of a political party without. Simple that I resigned for a lot and I resigned the UDP to represent all the political. So now, not to move member to UDP. That means I NPP the couple of inside among coalition or couple.
Right, Lalo. I don't have saying I be under the banner of the coalition le.
Exactly. I have the banner of coalition. Okay, you mind that it's coming you have applied to a kind of political party. So myself, nobody participate in a registered member of that political party or participate in the head of the political party when the terms of the coalition is not finished. Because Nico, the terms of the coalition transition time is 3 years. So that means at near where not again the political party to be a registered member of a political party. Then confusion of the given. Definitely speaking, I think it has to be cleared by a legal-minded person. And lawyer men have rights of the political party. Yes, I know rights of the Barrow has a right. But more rights of the law, only I think again do a resign from another political party. Why?
Okay. Thank you. Thank you. Thank you so much. Thank you so very much. Thank you. Abarakabad. Abarak. Okay. Well, democracy. Momo nila mira nyalem. Kome ngafo nyamen. Mantara mod mislead la. Jamu forum woleti whereby nkanyo hakili bulandile nkanyo solondola. Ni seku diamuta jang iti kujama tabulu. Ni wandi fa diamuta. Ni modo diamuta. Ibu Wali. Welcome.
Tunko,
yes, boy.
Are you getting me?
Loud and clear.
Very well. Barakabaka, thank you very much for taking me on board. Follow, let me say that this is a very healthy discussion. But left up putting a straight Prunkana time is let me clear that I'm not a lawyer. I will say, however, that yes, I've been privy to actually look at the constitution of late. And I understand Gambia, we do have to all be part of this. So Menkumar debating was to the guy who asked the question, it's a valid question. We would not go against that. However, I think Sekou Sedili put it very nicely. I think he was trying to actually convince you guys that obviously Niajibe Adama didn't actually violate any laws of the land currently. But Membe Kering Wolamu, in 2016, it was a coalition of multi-parties, different parties coming together to form a united front because they believed that that was the only way that they could topple, the then incumbent.
Right.
So all those political parties still maintain their own manifestos and stuff like that. They brought those manifestos together, but they still maintain their political parties. So what I think a man named the coalition. So the coalition was not a political party. The coalition was there to serve a purpose. And the coalition it was based on an MOU. It will let them man see the Kachata, they put those things together. But they do know that the constitution of the land remains supreme. What I think Adama, 3 years old Sida Warome, which was an agreement on the MOU, he refuses to step down. After that was the 5 years. Despite Nakamva, we cannot remove him there by force because the supreme laws of the land allow him to do that. So Adama, personally, and then again, like I say, let me reiterate this, I'm not a lawyer. But I feel the coalition's MOU was for a 3-year plan. So for Adama still now, I'm a coalition leader. That is a big question mark in the first place. But at the syringe because through that process one could say that he's still representing all political parties that has been there with him at the onset. But again, to go back to the whole issue, because the platform is a very good platform. This is a widely watched platform. You know, millions of people watch this program. So I think what would be important is to bring a legal-minded, a legal luminary, he looks into the various areas of the Constitution to see, is there any way that Adama has slipped and then maybe violated some section of some part of the Constitution, which I'm not sure that he did. Because now the laws of our land has allowed him to actually establish a political party, which he did. And the laws of the land, as far as I'm aware, allows him to also become a flag bearer, because we've seen it happening. But it is based on, we could scrutinize this. And that's why, in a democratic state, it's good to have healthy discussion. But I think Sekou is spot on to say that, definitely, I don't think he has violated. So let's take it as right now that he didn't violate now. As far as we are concerned, we don't think that he's violated the laws of the land. Until we get someone who is well informed and who is an expertise, who has expertise in this area, which is the laws or the Constitution for this matter, to come and just clarify everything. Because there's a lot of questions. And I know your subsequent shows, there will be questions coming. Question will be Tunko. I think some of the things that are happening since the inception of it. But I think one thing we need to be also careful of is we need to put sentiments aside. I know a lot of people have been very angry with Adama when he came to trade the will of the nation. But I didn't come far back. It was then come far back. Government come far some Adama can. To put up strategies, it will be functional enough, well strong, effective to get rid of Adama. We need to get rid of Adama. That's the end of the goal.
Ibu, Tungo, with your permission, Ibu, with your permission, can I just quickly jump in there? Ibu Wale, thank you very much. The beauty of democracy, and this is why people like Bantaba, because we have divergent views. Tungo and I got heated debate on 21 before. And I want to thank this person, many issues, Samana, because just incidentally, Ibu Kono Lang Sonko Inke voice note blinded the same issue. I had to call him and clarify. Yalong, that Blamen Senandela, Ninko Tunko Eko, we shouldn't mislead our audience. Yalong mislead can be not intentional. Mafuko, we are misleading our audience intentionally, but unintentionally or unconsciously, you can be misleading the audience by giving false information. Yeah, understand. So I know Tunkola intention is clear. Tunko Tinala Bantabajanka more mislead, but they think, look at Adama Barrow camp. They are going around saying that Usenu Dabo man qualify under the 1997 Constitution, which is misleading the Gambian people because they hate Usenu so much. It can have a constitutional allow because of that public service. Koya Baile as terminated his office. But Imalongo cabinet ministers and vice president under the 1997 Constitution is not a public service. So Usenu was not a public servant at the time under the 1997 Constitution. But Barola Mol Kanyefoko Atelola. So they are also misleading Gambians. What I don't want is Ngabantaba use because we have so much issues against Adama Barrow. It is among Fennekaja Mealonko is violation of the laws of the Gambia. That's what I was saying. Mafoko, the question should not have been asked. So we should not be here, Kafoko, or Adama Manyana party formula, because I know, yeah, Memfo, you have answered the question very well, Ibu. Coalition was a 3-year agreement. They came together to form an agenda on a 3 years. So that coalition right now, Adama Be Gambia Marakang executive on the constitutional powers, not on the coalition agreement. Abe Gambia Maraka Walla. So Ninga be Minister Baila. In fact, ila MOU to Ibu, ye menefoko Janabe Minister Baila. Aliamoy Fatima Jallo Tabajana, Nyanda coalition meeting on the command list. Adama doing that? No. So Adama is ruling Gambia in accordance with the constitution. So narrative, let's focus on bigger issues. Adama has a right to form his political party. Morally, he has disappointed Gambians, but legally he hasn't. Thank you.
Thank you very much. Tungo, I want to just finish up by saying that Jing is a very good debate. This guy who has asked the question, Mfansu, I think a lot of people might be
Mfansu, I don't know if you know Mfansu Jiba, formerly community development.
I think Mfansu has a valid point here. And I'm sure there are a lot of people who are going to be sitting there, they have good questions to ask.
Yeah.
What I would encourage you guys to do is to and then Shehu has been always doing it. He has been always telling people, look, you are free to call in if there are calling times.
Yep.
I think people need to call in and start discussing our political narratives. We are the ones who should make this right, these things right. I don't know. I'm going to come in here. Coming from about liberal democrat,
liberal democrat, conservative.
They both maintain their political parties. You know, they just came together to work and then form a government. But at the end of the day, they didn't call that a name, a political party. They didn't do that. They maintained their individual, their respective political parties, but ruled the country until when they were put out. So that is the same thing that the coalition that.
Okay. Yalong, Liberal Democrat, and the Conservative in 2010 election. Were la coalition of Manke Gambia Tadi come and neglect at the time. And this guy, what's the name again? Prime Minister David Cameron. He tell Mang resign la party today because he tell Taketa Menti after the elections lemu he la vote nyolta ye put together to form a government. The neglect became okay. Gambia ta each of these the leader of the coalition who was Adama Barrow resigned from his party to be able to be the flag bearer. So imagine tell turning indol tafatale. It tell la indol la coalition of ketale when the vote were casted already.
I agree with you.
You understand? But anyway, this is how it. And thank you so much for being a good citizen. A lot of people probably don't know, but I know. Because if anybody would have switched alliance to Adama Barrow, you would have been number one. But thank you so much for being a good citizen. I know you know, and a lot of people don't know. Thank you very much for being there and for being able to come on the platform and speak, because I very well know. We are all from
let me make another clarification. Tungo.
Yeah.
Let me make a clarification on make jang.
Yeah. Go on.
Make Tungo and Ibu.
Yeah.
Yalo moja man dalilo manatina Adama resigned from UDP. It is not the law. It was the agreement among parties. It was a simple agreement that made him resign.
I think Lalo is asking that question, but Lalo Tunko asked them why Adama resigned from UDP.
That's the explanation. Answer. Yalon nalbe negotiation coalition albina. Alka saratol leta wolmantra constitution wolmu kafo damala saratolon coming nibe kafo lolan like for example if Bantaba is forming an alliance with another network minalenga kacha on the framework of agreement so briminala iko coming in 3 years at a constitutional coalitional agreement so resignation was also put forward ko ni momo be leading kala to bring neutrality pour marry fair between the parties so that you become an independent. That was it's not a law. It's not a law that provides that. It was just an agreement. And here agreement, it is not enforceable under the constitution. So this is what we are saying. It's just a gentleman's agreement. So Ning Halifa win and Halifa was idamale wo kachanum puru momo winter doro imari nyata resign. So I hope that clears the air. There's a lot of confusion about this. So and Nyanda may understand I go back to my point. Look, we have these people who fought hard for Gambia. They are constitutional. Yes, they are human beings. Right? That is a human being he can forget. I understand. But he will not easily forget Adama Barrow violating the laws Kalapatio form. That's something that Lawyer Dabo will never forget. Not in Yinata, Almami Fondi Talton Yinala, Boli Tureta Yinala. All these lawyers in Gambia, Lamin Kamarata Yinala, Madi Jobate would have flagged this up. If the Adama violates, Madi Jobate, even before Mr. Fansu brings here, Madi would have been the first person to write this on his wall. So come on, guys. Anyway, thank you.
Thank you. Everybody, thank you so much. Thank you. Thank you for being a good citizen. Thank you for being a patriot and not being a self-centered person. I know why I'm telling you this.
I know.
Abaraka Baki, we'll talk on down low. Abaraka, thank you so much. Thank you. Well, say kwa no ibe fitiro sala na kwadi.
Come on, Jen, I don't have energy to do
20
my show.
minutes of fitiro jang, so
No,
when the fitiro is up,
Tungo, come on, Jan, will I have energy to do my show now?
yeah, you were part of the program, so well, this is how it is. I mean, Namira, this is healthy.
No.
Tungo,
I'm just teasing you. I enjoy these heated debates. I like them because at least mantra
hello, Mr. Dabo. Yeah.
Mantra.
El after diamula stanto ban fue el after diamula duma.
No, never diamula duma, but it's okay.
Yeah, okay, then tebe kumandela. Okay. All right, thank you. Okay, Seku abeola nyama. And then Jerinyal kafatale, Jerinyal nene tekela kilenti.
Okay, Tungo, I will start my program. I'll start my program on the hour mark at 7 o'clock.
Okay, at 7 o'clock. Okay. Then I will be on until when I will pray for zero.
Okay,
So, and thank you very much for also, I mean, if I dunta puriela view di, and Lalo, thank you so very much too. Nalo mbe fananat la program otole, 1-to-1. Yena jang puriena, near program, okay. And then, la moira lunal teltela cassette teltina jang. So feofem mina jang ka discourse, mobeka ila London le nati nang mobeka fenne faham je. Ni mang agree manke nita mang agreement na wale ronta or wale correcta. Be different opinions le soto. That is the beauty of democracy. We thank God ko nka platform o soto mol kana ika object, ika agree, ika disagree. So this is how it is. Amanka koni kari ko tendo mobe afukuha nyemem for wale correcta. No. And like I said, hadamadung sometimes kuo kana la nyatirimula ala ka nya soundala akakedo e loophole ta aka continue ntabe nyim banko men kanjang ngajele institutional failure jamal leketa mel yalon ko nyaton kol kanyo blame nyin keta no nyaadile munanna nyim manje. I'm not saying that is the case in the Gambia, when you come to this particular issue men kadiam, but asikeno le fana asikeno le. But me loyal natila me yalon ko competent loyal mo probably the person knows a lot about the constitution ni se kuma nati ala soto nte ba try la le nim amankeno Thursday. I'll try to look forward to this next Monday ngamo nati me yalon ko atete diamula konta ka diamu nyame maybe atela londole be tambila la londole be timmala kanyum ko ka jabi ka fira mole isaje mobe salon ko fonyina musiloti fonyi manke siloti benna modol command la brikama me yalo nge promise num barim felentin program wala tens kama manane command no bafula yal nimbara bal tentula as soon as nte gita Seku is coming up bari democracy be wala nyama fonsi agreeing and disagree. So UDP mu party let me yalonko itela view that man count other people's view count. Alaji Kamara, hello. Ayo miembe kudole kono UDP online bantaba niatare kamoy kay niatare kamoy line wala bet fen kote e kamoy hello. Alahaji UDP online bantaba ibe live le program o nyinto ni ataren ke moy nyante kumandila nun koto ke bari isu dole nata me yalon ko mbe wala discourse kan so ay wato nyin jadi bake so okay lalo noted. I'm going to say this. So mbe nyin kala political be brika ma nyadi le mbe nyin tembo mento wala nsafo ko jumalo metati yefam wa alaikum salam ifam fo mo le ko min jumalo metati folo
Assalamu alaikum wa rahmatullahi ta'ala wa barakatuhu. Mbemo be kondon birin Gambia for diaspora. Mbemo be kondon momo be dunia da be kondon itoni kondon wala. Ndelemo Alhaji Kelebamba Kamara, Chairman Nyambai Ward, Brikama North Constituency, Honorable Alhaji Estabula Constituency, Bamba Tulumbali, Alhaji Kamara, Ibrahim Be Contona in audience day, analyst, Mini Bebe, the Mobe Contona, Itoni Contola, Be Uteri, Kanun de Contona, Menaman, but Nakanu, Menkada Sese Diliji, Sa Contona Baki. So,
Abamoela, inshallah. Abaraka Bake Alhaji Kelebamba Kamara, Chairman Brikama North Ward. Isafo no mwole mbenyin tembo mento politiko be nyadi le Brikama. Kome ngalon ko Brikama ate mu Gambia bata kunjulo le ninata politiko la. Politiko be nyadi le Brikama mbenyin tembo mento and West Coast in general.
Ilang invite Allah platform of the UDP online bandabati parato yin alama yirwala Allah taala nyamen follow nana diamu political carola ande diamala UDP ko UDP de taka nyamen UDP de keka nyamen ni ba kala mudare UDP every day corral kono kabilo kono wodol kan consequential kan regional kan for national UDP going gradually at the Yirwa kan ne sembola ira korra ni membe nun dia buga UDP support bi num motan na bege ko non do be UDP support to mu Yirwa to mu jaata talti parti to mu jaata talti UDP annun ko men kam fo ni agenta ka fo moliye nimbe mo diamon da UDP la min nyaati ne yanta bulala UDP nyoma yanta bulala Alhaji Usainu Dabo noma wala mo nyinti ko Alhaji Usainu Dabo bi ay parti no bi 1994 adduay pateni ya tambinda nyaato ay kol min ke mi ya itande ko Usainu nafta Gambia ka ke kilin Usainu nafta Gambia do amaralo traja Usainu nafta fuare do ba mo be la hakosoto misalo be mun itande lam makala mutan dinde ma bari asata nyele wala mo nyinti 1981 ko do keta Usainu loda mo doliye ay la nyanto chele atina yela hakosoto 1994 Brikama jang ko keta mon la jammi yalon ko tilimbali anin jenko ni luanta yale Usain lota ko yela hakosoto hani bududi ma dial yalon ko Brikama mola tesla modu al na hakosoto ala yela nyak hakosoto yela nyanto soto online dandara so ala hakosoto ala nyanto yela hakosoto yela nyanto soto so wala ya ita dindala dalante ngatale je ko min yalon ka sim bankum bondino naboto ngana UDP fango kono isiko kilin korosi daji ka kilin sa ko Usainu to min momo ite yalon ko asudata Usainu na akrosta Usainu inya ma ila daji ko korosi ka nyabo afele number 1 Ibrahim Diba is a sample ni Ibrahim Diba korosi akama nyamin ala Kenya ifo nyandal nal nyinke ba daji ko nyaning party leader dol compare mol min be wol balay ka manya nun tram fambulo ni luwanta yani manya mengi isalon ko ila Kenya mankili Usainu killing isa korosi Usainu korosi ala daji ko dala mankutu aka padiyo sama nyame killing Usainu nabe dula fangoto hani den kilo mi ya lonko ate abe sido le mala walla be parti dole mala walla be nyaton ka dole mala mi ya lonko ko mala walla gara walla ko mala ngabu kala faybili sina jama nyala nya den kilo ke jaka ko kala stop den kilo so da mi ya lonko aga ko den kilo min ga ko ya jam man din tolum banki fulawa ba kan ale pile da nyala ol yun dum mitungala ji den kilo nya ke jere kay mo wulin da ko da fa diga den kilo falen because manding ko da mama ya fon dija nin Gambia man fulo soto Gambia man ke Gambia na man jola sa ba man ke Gambia Gambia da ke dala Gambia de muntu mala wala ngani sion be soto on board to mala Gambia soto yo biring Usainu findi ta kaso la ko men be sawun na ko mon la ban nen ko mba be fala me bi sika mota ba ke biring Usainu findi ta kaso la alors kaso bunda da mu ne folo to Gambia ko le wala mu ya jamme ko kenta ko wala yam futaye ay mu ne isandi mon la woto gosni useni o finto min ni useni ko ya jamme mbaji la ko nga sorom mbaji ko ngala ko makato bay ko nga danga bon ay muna itan da ko malan ko la silam kelo dun da ni yudi APRC te kelo dun da ni ala so bodal bete mare kata mengo men ya bar ni la da nyaton kayala ika sabar ne ye munya isi mol keno kilindi isi mol kapuno isi kilimba keno banko ka bra okay mo jama da je ko ya ko kila ila kampa sala mo ila kampa tambi kantu kudimin de ngadela da usen kam dara munya da sabata ay UDP ko la kankara ando sitan so wo bota je fanan biri wo bota je kan de sawodo kan nyamba wodo usen na ta je surprise visit hande fami mu wotti amanda ma fayi UDP ka dolle bije mina ko brin na ndifo do UDP do bandala dimbal bije do bi jaba kurande usen na da wol jiba man saranda fawala mbe janne rek ngaje na forumu ya pesi ko usen de nyamba wo to kuma da mol ko ende ko ban sonkan bay ma kala mu anaba kana wala dimbal jidam because ani be UDP le biri anaba kana wala dimbal jidam ede be kam nyambay ga do jula ani do nyina da me ere min to la da wala dimbal jidam ani bulu fe ngana da adila bunyana hormo ko do adila hana man pare ka meje to because mo nyi COVID-19 konol ana da jere ga ani be min fala ni afa da men dilila kala mutaronen ala tempo itande ibrahima si nyem foy usenu listo ne babul mi ala ko nyin dari ba ka dawal be saferi akunun terol ana kunun ko terol ana bi terol ay listo le da sunkaro banna le yawal ban mente mo sunkar sukro ban minute
o koytale usenu kunun terol bi wal ma terol ta bu ka kunun ter fay bi terie
ni be terol ni ni ko kare ko to ra mo ke amude ko ke nyobe mun kamala mo men buga nyina kunun na hali te jabe la dimbal kala mudalla
wala mo tonya
useni men muda fati jan fas ba san sane tere mala wodi ngade ka fa din abe buba kar dil sane pelem west coast region na assistant youth coordinator de wol hani bi sunkar sukro la bani wolten ko buga ke wala so ko useni ma siwoloji hadama yato kenya na do so ko akala muda na man na wulu ngalon ko samu adinal hanin last week dole banda jaman me hanin last week anata woto o be ngamune fuga ngamune mbe direction jumala ka wala mo muna atim na nyanta banko dina usen mbe jere fokan de ibrahim wo mu anim molla hadama di ya te mo la science nyen COVID-19 kon ade diro la mo be yala ne birkama era kansul nyaton ko men beje adni usen be nyadi bare ibrahima mane boto kene woro boto ndimo mane boto bafa nan wo nyama ay wona sika adi birkama era kansulla akonyo gal dabon alal dabon dije madi politique kam madi fembe ngadi pour ya di responsible membe UDP membe APRC membe dawda ya dia dina di wala alal
kemoy
so wotala o tanan kala e bidi asamanan jang era kan so ya di disaster wotala monti mamini alon koy man government law manol so to yolla la listol kumbi asika ya dila UDP kam mamma to jaman ke UDP ka puti fade fangay satel ada fang ko siwo ko bela fina foni sade dol bije nan tada je rawno la ngol la kol de nyamin alhamdulillah al si wol consider ko kana wolle foyi
Allahu akbar ndeysaan
which ama UDP ka nice nyaton ka mandar go ngol len foyi tan de kilim de si kon di janne fo keme fulante ta na bare fo ngi demandi mon kam mala tawo ke nya kamma anin wala ala halo ke nya kamma
nyina mo toñati alaji mbe nyinin kala nyinin kar kirina bawo membe bulu minute 7 le bembul
in time of luwa maralo during useni keta minister for vice president ay mobe sindila ka ko indi mamman sakundala do wato nta usla in politics manda kundala moto nta usla in politics nen do wato da kene signa politico ni na adama ku dolki ko karande munella luwa maralo ni na men chelen kana muru wokon
kalu abunya
Ibrahim be kullu kilim fole anene fana Kenya la fana mo muneti UDP ko lo mole so in communication na maje security ka min use da mate
ha
moye so la ikoy ba use la akoy ko albitale ta pameto ta from the IGP so do kiri ga ha pari ya patiol be use kan pati ka patiol name aga ko patiol be use kan be ma aw ma woni da ka ko fe lafta nga men kelem fawle muru ngawo ke ba aka ko nyinte use la unless
ale pameto soto ha
wakamune yitande wala mu luwa maralo
that's right
yitande wala maka UDP dimon la fa kanal bi luwa maralo inene Ibrahim be ko makele bole nene useni la family member jo wala dunga ay mo respect for mo
nena maje nendiro men bama nendiro dimin dingul mel kakala kaja fir dimin dingul mel kakala ibuka usenu dinje ibuka badinje ay diamu forum to ay monen ay mo kajaf ha adon ada kanyene fo UDP dingul yoko al kana monen al kana mo kajafi nta fam bulata meetingul kono me yalon useni o yamaro di UDP dingul la ka fo kana mo kajafi kana kuma fo mo ma me yalon ko aman ko yima e kana monen o mankutolu nta fanga yo longato ba ye fonta fanga nyalale ma beta meetingul mel kono ya
so ndebe Gambia dingo be dani la munella useni nyaton ka da fale kara dina alfale dina bungo yalo nyimban ko kanjan akuma a waratala wa mawara useni abe bunya usen la bunya tengoni ala hormonin bunya be dina bungo ibe ata nyanya usen ma wallanji tanko dina bungo la muti kira christian nem fam muslimia ay be la bunya ay horoma ay be la hakko sika adil minna ko be keri bunya ni horomo na fa mantana be delegation ken dokin bunya ni horomo kam
baraka bake alaji wato Kenya kamala mbenat la interview la kota ke bari mbemmen kela
na last what lapta fala because wo mutan ka dane wol dimi alon ko mbadi la diaspora bila because bi ko ni wona ko mute ka tilu ngamariel den na ku kon to dum mu nya folet yo bi men keta jato sita damen jato firinalu matolel
ñinam toñade
ndol mu jato falal le tatul ka jato siti ndol na kalanke na lipan na fa ko do mo muniti financially the social media alla do ko ali alla fa financially alim ma koy UDP ni ta fonal kodo be tiñaro lal de andu nita be maro la wode maro wala be kala munti wala be kala nyinti ko sorry no do tambe ka wala be kala nyinti ko financially alim ma koy na modu gistano na ID card ni moli gos nimbe ID card ni kam moli fanan kalo nan ba nyin lamme da nan fanan kalo nan be mol encourage la nyaadile be mo na fala moli because mo jamala kan ta kan aswat chama ndala wodo do nga sponsor so de jele mo be ma koy kan o bare fanan be janne na do man ngo men so do nga mo tan so do nyela UDP membership card samba ayo ko do sika din nga ta nga woto ko nga muru dina
inshallah
mo da kan ni jango nyama bare al financial ma koy no woto le because ngalon ko for example ni ko diaspora de carte fala betinano para carte fay militina no ko fana yem ma koy de tonkon kilum tan UDP ma koy woto la inshallah summa inshallah Ibrahim nan ka refa da 2021 wallahi ndala na fa UDP check this shit inshallah ni alaman na tanafi
baraka bake molia moy adon groupol be keri ne melia long nta fanga be kono lebe fonnyol reskan ka jako UDP dinglu ke be registano pour nyin kamala ibesi carte o soto no pour ye pare nyin na 2021 isi carte fayo keno mbe groupe jama kono kodol be laka nyokan molbe ID card taka molia initiative volta so
purke jansa wato fangala kunun ndo ma do be diamo na te na min camera be stem le rida na be diamo kan ate be fare andum apare ande be boniti na ma ke no sa be ba triko ado ay be kado jole
d'accord well mfanal bakane baraka bake moli yela kuma moy adon comme ngamen fo groupe jamal lebe kering ntabe mbe basse groupe otole mbe bansan groupe otole mbe nyamina fana mbe groupe otole nyim groupe ol be ka fonde res pour ka banko denglu UDP supportal mel bije pour que register nyin kamale si carte o fayno so mbe o groupe ol konole adon at individual level fana mbaje kanne ko at individual level fana momo isanawolu ibari musol denglu ikotol denglu ila kafunyol denglu kaje ko ye be nyininka ikana ke kol kensan de ne kol kaliya ye nyininka ye la sistanyol nyininka mbari ndingelle bije men sita carte fayoma ama ID card soto ye bade woni nyininka coming ntaka ke wala nyama adun ngalon ko fana mo jama fana ka ke wala nyama kaje ko kamol makoy isaje si carte o fayno bari alaji mbeten mbe jayla bake wato Kenya kamala diamobe diarim bari komi wato felenta banta dun tafana be wuli wala kol be mbul mel yale be siari bari sinati no platform to kotake ni atara wato sotota na lamoyla lumbal be konton nambal tentula mbal jayla na dua nga alabandi komi ngamen falen na dua kono alama ala en dema alama ala en manta ben ala kananke fisir walleti alama nga nyinya jo ala la kila barkoto alama nga nyinya jo ala kananke fisir walleti momo en nyinya alama Allah taala manso ayenke moti membe o mari jola because coming nyinya jo nyanta kala nyinya leti nyinya manyanna kala moli en nyinya yeta loy be finar la ibe jutundile fanna ibe kuma dimin ngol fole ibe hadanyila alama ala mbe bula nyinya jonglu kono alama ni me yen nyinya nga jono nyinya la nimma jono fana nyinya la alama kanake moti me yalon meli nyinya nga ke moti membe kelawo mol tenkere nati ala baraka bake nal teltina nyon platform ol to kasijang bawo hani nyama to abugatu diamu la faye ala baraka bake ala baraka ala mam benna sabu nyimma fe nangani yo mu menti nyim politiko kono wala mu nyenti ko ka jeko kan UDP man sakunda sindi bawo plans and policies ibe wolle bulu abe seneari la manifesto to ka itandi ko lebe Gambia samba nola wotal nanga kafuima ka banko doku ka jeko nganyim banko abe bulo men kono nkana song ay tambi nyim bulo la 2021 December mbal tentula mbal jayla ala baraka bake alnal badima Ibrahima tunko marena mtela bale ja UDP online bantaba mbal tentula mbal jayla ala baraka bake ala ma ala kayro kembe
Gambia, I don't know what's again follow the main after sleeping and so feel and you go.